So so AOE BD is gonna pick the map. Let's see. So they go for Surma. Okay, that's interesting. And Shaheens, they immediately went for Hideout and Serengeti. I have no idea how these guys are gonna play, and BD goes for Nomad. So seems like AOE Bangladesh is pretty comfortable with aggressive maps. And Shaheens, okay, Hideout, okay, interesting, and Serengeti, interesting. Let's see which maps are gonna get sniped out. Okay, Nomad is out. And so which one? Probably Serengeti will be out, or maybe Hideout. I don't know. Let's see. We have to wait for that. Okay, yeah, Serengeti. There you go. So that leaves us with Surma and Hideout. Surma being AOE Bangladesh home map, and Hideout being Shaheen's home map. And the first map is gonna be Arabia. That is admin map. Okay. I'm still waiting for the draft link. So as soon as I get the link, we'll see which saves these guys are gonna go for. So we are currently waiting on Civ draft. So let's wait. And yes, now we have the draft, and that was pretty quick, and we got the finished draft. But anyway, yeah, let's see. So, game one is gonna be Arabia, and then it's gonna be home maps. BOE has Surma, and Shaheens has Hideout. Let's see which saves they're gonna ban and which saves they're gonna pick and snipe. So immediate ban returns. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, on all these maps, Britons are pretty good. So yeah, one of the most favorites is I have to say that. And yeah, Mayans too, as expected. And immediately Indians for AOEBD. Yeah, Indians are pretty good too. Considering the maps, yeah, it'll be fine. They're gonna do good. Hideout, it's pretty good choice. Arabia is also fine, and Surma is also good. So Surma and Arabia are more aggressive. I think definitely they might be using Indians if it won't get sniped. Maybe they use it on Arabia or probably on Surma. So Ethiopians and Franks for Shaheens. It's expected again, like Ethiopians and Franks are pretty good. Vietnamese and Magyars are also pretty nice civs. Nice civ picks for BD. So Vietnamese, yeah, they can play on any sort of maps. And yeah, Cumans, okay. So seems like Shaheens are going for a similar sort of strategy what we have seen from uh, the other team, Markor Gang. Maybe they might use Cumans and Saracens on Hideout. Looks like it's almost the same civ pick, more or less. Vietnamese Bohemians. Okay, let's see what's the other civ gonna be. Okay, Lithuanians. Okay, Spanish. Okay, this is definitely yes, same civilizations. Not same exactly. I think they didn't have Franks for Markor Gang, but here for Shaheens they have Franks. But yeah, these three civs are definitely gonna be hideout. I think these guys, Markor Gang and Shaheens, they play together a lot, so I think that's why the draft is also almost similar. The Japanese is something that we haven't seen in the previous game from Markor Gang, but yeah, these guys seems like they're comfortable with Japanese. And Turks for BD. Poles for again for Bangladesh team. Hey Wadari.
Hey,
Hello.
Wildling. What's
Hey,
up?
so yeah, I'm just going through the draft. So we have
Oh,
the map
nice.
draft and now yeah, I'm going through the civ draft.
Okay. Did I
Uh,
miss any action? Oh, you're
Not
just in
not
the
yet.
map
Yeah,
draft part.
just in the
Okay.
map draft. Yeah, and seems like
Oh,
these
that's
guys are
awesome.
just trying to figure out the voice channels where they can
Okay.
sit and play. So far, for Bangladesh team, we have Indians, Magyars, Vietnamese, Bohemians, Lithuanians, Turks, Poles, Koreans, and there's gonna be one more save. And for Shaheens, Ethiopians, Franks, Cumans, Saracens, Spanish, Japanese, Vikings, and Mongols so far. So do you have the link for the
Oh,
draft? Or
um, I'm just looking into it. Just give me a minute. Just
uh,
setting up things from my end. Um,
okay.
the draft looks interesting. I think civilization-wise, people, I think the teams are able to, pick
Hmm.
their strengths, and I think throughout this tourney, I've seen that we have seen a good balance of civilization. I think it's the map choice, I would say,
Hmm.
which is, and I think the pocket play has been very crucial in all the games we have seen.
Yeah,
So let's see who's going to switch with.
and
So,
exactly what these guys did uh, day before yesterday.
mhm,
Um, so like Shaheens sort of sniped Indians, and
mhm.
then AOE they sniped it back. So
Ah,
so exactly what
so
these guys did day before yesterday. I think yesterday.
I think the snipe should be planned in such a way that you should pick something
Something
which
else.
you
Yeah.
yeah which you know might get sniped and it really shouldn't matter. I think that
Hmm.
kind of call is kind of challenging because sniping is something we hardly get to see in any tourneys. But yeah, that's a very it's a very good strategy, you can say, the sniping part. Like,
Yeah.
let's say, for example, there are certain players who play extremely good with certain civilizations. So if you're
Hmm.
just taking that off, so let's take, for example, in African clearing, Berbers are pretty OP. So if you take down Berbers, if you
Hmm.
just snipe Berbers away, um, I'm just giving an example. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, so it's like that. So same thing. Um, so let's see how and what is left.
Mm.
So okay, so the first map is going to be Arabia. What do you think the civilization picks would be?
So for Arabia, I'm thinking here it's gonna be Magyars, Vietnamese,
Mm-hmm.
and
Vietnamese. Okay,
and Italians.
okay,
So either it's gonna
uh,
be Poles or Magyars,
okay.
but
No,
I think
Magyars is a must, I would say. Lithuanians is another civilization which I would see coming. Yes, Italian is one.
mm,
The fourth civilization for Archer,
it's only
probably,
three civs,
prob
3v3.
they got Koreans. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
have
forgot. My
Koreans.
bad,
Yeah.
my bad. Yeah, okay, yeah, my bad.
No
I'm so
worries.
used to my toes.
Yeah. So that's
Right.
for your BD. And what do you think for Shaheens? Which civs they're gonna use in on Arabia?
Ethiopians for sure on one end,
Mm-hmm.
with Frank's pocket. The other flank would be Japanese or Portuguese because I don't
Okay.
see Portuguese being used unless we have an arena uh, coming, somebody's home
No,
because
there is hideout home map.
they're a bit slow. I would say organ guns are a bit slow for hideout. It's very. I would rather go with the archers than going with the organ guns. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Well, it's an
yeah, because
interesting choice, but yeah. Yeah, I think they might use Vikings and Ethiopians uh, and Franks in
Viking.
game one.
I
Because
think Viking lost his thumb ring bonus, right? So I think Portuguese would be a better choice because of the early feudal fights, which really matters.
mm-hmm.
If you unless you mask the numbers, let's say if you're coordinating the attacks,
But
with
I
Portuguese,
mean,
with Portuguese.
if we are considering only thumb ring, but that's like late game thing. So usually with
Yeah.
archers you
So
don't.
if you ask me like which is the best archer civil with Vikings and Portuguese in the picture, I would go with Portuguese.
I mean,
First thing, the
definitely
archer.
yes.
Yeah, archers are cheap. Second thing is the line of sight. I mean, the team bonus for
Mm, vision
yeah, the vision, the
expert.
allied vision, which yeah, the allied vision bonus. It's like it's very good if you are having a very early feudal attack. Let's say Ethiopians can go really up, like they can go faster, as fast as a pocket,
Yep.
like because of that extra eco bonus as soon as they reach to the next age. So if let's say the term tide wali build order, which Hiten uses,
Yep.
everyone sort of uses it to make fun of it. But yeah, if you're following the tide wala build order, you should be able to do the damage with the Portuguese bonus,
I see.
right?
Okay. Yeah. So, we have a game ID.
Yeah.
Seems
Okay.
like they're gonna start the game soon. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll just give you the
Yeah.
game ID. Okay, there you go. And let's see if I can find the game.
Cool. So it's just that I know we are following a tourney, and we watch a lot of matches, but there is another sort of game happening between Tato and Doubt. They're playing Forest Nothing one by one.
Forest nothing. Oh god, it's gonna
Yeah,
take
so
whole day.
that, yep, that is like it's just for the people who have not seen what exactly the map is, how it is played.
Oh
Like
man.
probably you can have a look
That's
at it.
one crazy map. It's gonna take
Yep.
all day. You just have to sit, especially if you don't have that, like 350 or like 760 research more or something.
Mhm.
It's gonna
Yeah.
take ages.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting map. I think it's like some of the interesting maps which we don't have in our regular map pool is Nothing Ellen, which AFL had to go today,
Mm-hmm.
and it was crazy. And same thing, Forest Nothing is one of that kind of maps. I think these are like external maps which you need to download,
Mm-hmm.
just like how we do the ROTC maps. So right. So let's see what's the status of this game. So the game looks okay. So the people are joining the game yet. So
Yep.
we are yet
So
to.
we see only four people in the lobby,
Mhm.
and
And I can see the pocket already. I can see windshield is going to be the pocket.
yes,
Ah, okay.
I mean,
And yeah,
it's definitely a good team from these guys.
yeah.
So
Petrol and
Petrol and
Quendi. Zaryov
Zaria.
is from Quendi. I don't know.
Hmm.
Quendi still exists? Are these? Is this clan
Think
still
so.
alive?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Okay. Quendi used to be one of the as far as I remember, they play uh death match a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the Wobbly days. Quendi used to be one of the clans who used to be in the top for playing death matches, and they have like extremely good players for those kind of games.
Nice.
I've seen their death matches. They're like too intense. So Quendi is like, say, I would say one of those clans which you hardly get to see much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've never seen the name Quendi for a long time now. Yeah,
Mm.
it's good to see one of them playing here. Then we have Windshield Viper. Actually, I've never seen any of these players playing, so no idea how their game style is. Um,
Me neither. So yeah, this is the first
okay.
time I'm gonna play with these
Oh,
guys. So.
oh, that's awesome. So we are going to see something. Probably we might see the regular meta, or probably we might see the tight build orders, or
Mm-hmm.
we might see something different which we have not witnessed. So it's a kind of surprise
Yeah.
for many of the viewers.
Hey, absolutely, Haram. Welcome, man. Welcome to the stream. No one picked Burmese, yes. But
Yeah,
like
it's a
again, why?
tough choice. It's a tough choice, I would say, with the kind of unit.
Civilizations that we have right now.
Yeah,
I think.
Burmese have they have a good cavalry and infantry. There's no denying that. But when you have a map full of when you have a save pool of better civil, when I say the one which you are comfortable with, I
Mm-hmm.
think that's where Burmese fall a bit behind. Um, yeah, but they're and the worst part about Burmese, they get nerfed here and there on every update or every second update. They have to do something about it. Okay, we have nothing to do something. Okay, चलो Burmese को थोड़ा nerf कर देते हैं. चलो आराम भाई को थोड़ा nerf कर देते हैं. So this is what they end up doing. In every second or third update, you will see the Age of Empires, because the developers just screwing up Burmese for no reason. Yeah, but yeah, the worst part is their archers. I would say the archers are okay. You can play crossbows. I think you don't get the second armor, and I don't think you get bracer as well. So yeah, one of the reasons. And yeah, they have a pretty strong cavalry, but I think the bonuses are for elephants and not for the cavalry, unless you're taking that Manipur cavalry, right?
Mm. Yep.
Okay. Let's say if the knights have an extra armor, just like the elephants have. Let's say the armors get is given to the entire cavalry, then you
Mm-hmm.
can see OP, uh, Hussar, and cavaliers and elephants. Either ways, they're pretty strong. So yeah,
Yeah. Hey,
Burmese.
hey, Decade, thanks a lot for the follow, man. So yeah,
And
there's a new lobby now, so I'm gonna give you the link
mhm, okay, that's cool.
so that we
Let's
can.
just wait for the game to start.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
do we have do we have any idea what would be either of the team's home maps? Any guesses around that?
I mean,
Like what would be
there's a draft for home maps too. So
right?
BD has gone for Surma, and Shaheens has gone for
Oh,
Hideout.
okay. I doubt. Okay, Surma. Surma is an
So
interesting map. I would say one of
uh,
the
I
least
mean, this is
played map.
very aggressive map.
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting. We might be seeing a lot of scouts and early aggression,
Hmm.
probably even
Okay.
towers. Especially on that map,
Okay.
you have to. I mean, so there is inner circle, and then you have a lot of deer there, and gold
Mm-hmm.
is pretty much scattered the edges of the map. So you just have to be
Okay.
careful where you mine your gold. You have to secure
Mm-hmm.
those spots, and also especially
Okay.
the wood line. They
Okay.
can get raided easily.
It's kind of a mix of crater and another map. Then you can say that.
Yeah, sort of.
Okay. But yeah, Solma, I would say it's a pretty interesting choice. The more variety we get to see, the better, the matches get more interesting,
Yep.
right? And if we see the bans, one team is not happy with Serengeti at all. I think they have some kind of akra with the map, and they have banned Serengeti.
The band
Nomad,
Serengeti.
and Nomad ban is us a bit of a surprise. Um, so yeah, and this team, the team which who banned Nomad,
Mm-hmm.
they have Korea. Let's look at the Civ draft. I think they have Korea, and
They have, yeah, they have
yeah, I think they
Koreans.
have, and no, they have Nomad civilizations. I think Persian is also there. I
I
think I
mean,
have to
I
just.
mean, Koreans you can also play on Hideout. It's gonna be pretty
Yep, yep, it's
useful.
pretty strong. It's very strong. You just have
Mm,
to, you know,
Koreans, Bohemians. You can even go like Poles, Lithuanians, even
mhm,
Turks. There's a lot of possibilities here for AOEBD, and same is
yeah,
for Shaheens.
yeah. We're still waiting for the game to start, guys. So one question I have for
Mm-hmm.
you, Wildling.
Yeah, yeah.
So how do they get the players from Bangladesh and Pakistan to register for this tourney? Like, do they have their servers or how
Yeah,
was?
yeah, they have their own servers. So for
Okay.
Pakistan, it's called AOE Pakistan, and for
Mm-hmm.
Bangladesh, there are like 2 to 3 different servers. I think Red Rampage, AOE BD,
Okay.
and yeah, one more
So
server.
okay, so you're part of all of it. So how do you see the community showing the interest in DE, especially? Like, how do you think the game is shaping?
So the
I know it's a
game,
pretty the
eh,
game interest, the enthusiasm, because you see how the Bombay group is, you've seen
mm,
how the AFL group is.
yep.
So it's like a mix of
It's
P4
yeah,
communities.
it's pretty much the same with AOE BD and AOE Pakistan too. They're
Mm-hmm.
like always active. Most of the time
Mm-hmm.
they're I mean, the timings, I think it's mostly the same.
Okay.
They usually play around like 8 or 9, mostly after 9 to 10 o'clock
Okay.
in the evenings.
No, no. In ways, I'm asking about
Mhm.
like how
They are
enthusiastic they
they
are.
are they are very
Be- Because
excited to
we have
play.
because I know only Zad because he
Hmm.
plays in the Black Sail server. And so do we have somebody of Zad level playing from from Pakistan,
Yeah,
or do we have
there
somebody
are
from
few
Bangladesh like
players
that?
who are close to Zayed from Pakistan.
Mm-hmm.
And AOE BD, I haven't seen 2K players, but like
Yes.
a lot of them are like 1700-ish or 1800, close to
Okay.
1800 sort of players.
Okay.
But I mean,
Okay.
they are like most of the communities are growing fast, and
Okay.
they are very active and also very excited or maybe interested to play in the tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I would say it's a great initiative. First, I would like to,
Mm.
thank you for doing something like this because having a tourney done from players across different countries is not an easy job.
Uh,
To getting to make this happen, I would say it
uh,
takes a lot and
and
it
again, it's
really
a
does.
community effort. It's just not me. So like a lot of
No,
people are involved.
see, community effort is there, but taking the initiative, getting the work done really matters. So for that reason, I would like to,
Oh, thank you.
congratulate you for getting this done. It's always good to
Hello.
see tourneys like this. And we have
Yeah.
Murda Insan. Welcome, welcome Dead
What's up,
Cops.
guys?
It's dead cows. Like I heard something like you were gonna attend some sort of meeting, some stuff like that.
Yes, yes, I was in a
What?
meeting. It
Okay,
got,
finished.
it just got, yeah, yeah, it just
Okay,
got over.
perfect. So we have three people co-casting here, guys. Today it's gonna be fun. We have Dead Cops and War Daddy. So I'm
So,
here with two professionals,
so
and I'm.
I got the sense that things are getting very serious over here. So I
uh,
came here to just get everything very chilled
Ah,
out and relaxed.
oh,
Screw you. We're
acha.
just having fun and discussing
Acha.
about the communities, man.
That
No,
is,
just trying to figure out how the community is, getting, how are they connected? Like, how is Windling able to do that? See, so yeah, it's like, it's really important to know the core story about how you get to know different players from different countries. So they're just trying to get a back end story about it from Wildling, like if you know something. So that's all.
I mean, there is
but
one thing that's AOE zone. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where all the community people are. So if you don't
uh,
know way to connect and like to whom to connect, so that's one place where you can post. And also there is Reddit for AOE. You can
Yeah,
also
yeah.
post
Reddit, I'm
tournaments
aware.
there. Yeah.
Reddit,
And
I'm aware.
thankfully, I know few people from these communities already.
Yeah,
So I
that's
sort of requested them to post it
yeah,
in
you're
their
pretty
community
famous,
servers.
Wildling. You're
Oh
pretty
God,
famous, Wildling.
seriously?
Yeah, the moment,
No,
the
man.
moment,
We
the moment you came
have.
to the moment you came into the moment you stepped into a Bombay, I can see post telling, "Oh, Air India's my bop is over here." I'm like, okay, cool.
Okay, wait for a few more months and then I'm gone and then I'll be back again.
I was
So
about to say
you don't have
this role
to.
has been shifted to Boss GK from Wildling. Earlier, there was a guy who was very famous, used to
Mm.
manage the community very well.
And then
But
he grew
of
old.
late,
He
no,
got
no, but
he
of
got
lately,
married and then he grew old.
he delegated his responsibilities to people like Ghost GK.
It's, I mean, it's actually good to see some people, I mean, at least few members in the community step up and then, like, keep the community active, organize events here and there, LAN parties. It's actually fun. So, I mean, the first LAN party that I did in Bangalore, I had to go through a lot because I was the only one doing it, but now I see Bose is also doing it in Mumbai. So, I
That is
mean,
true.
that will actually motivate people in other cities. And actually, there was one small meetup last week in Hyderabad. I'm not sure if it happened or not. But I
Yeah, yeah.
mean, next week
I
it's
was
gonna
there.
happen. Oh, you
I
were
was
there.
there. So I'm me, Sultan, and Dofish. We
Dopefish.
we met, and the thing was like
Mm-hmm.
it was a mix of different set of people, but everyone were pretty much connected to Sultan.
Oh.
So we had another veteran AOE player who doesn't play the game anymore. His name is Aravipo. He also came and he was trying to, when Sultan said,
Hmm.
"Nowadays I am the pro," and this was
So yeah, let's do that again.
so the kind
This
of
weekend, next weekend. Sorry. So next weekend I'll be in
oh, Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I think we can
So
do
yeah,
something.
I already told Dope Fish
Uh,
about it.
yeah, if you have told him, I'm pretty sure he'll come up with some plan.
Yeah, and
By the
also
way,
I'll get few
Sultan
more players
Sultan will
from
find some
Hyderabad.
excuse to stay away from his kids and wife, and he will do something about it as well. I'll also do my best. I'll be there, and
Eh,
let's certainly meet up. So let's try
mm,
to check the status of the game.
Yeah.
Where exactly are they? Are
So
they
the
still
lobby is full.
okay? So the
so we
lobby is
have the same thing again today.
mm,
The
Almost the
Saracen thingy.
same. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. I mean, same civilizations, but the question is, are they gonna implement it as perfect as these guys did a decade? Zayed and
So,
uh-huh.
so Wilding, I have a question for you.
Yeah, please.
Why are we seeing Britons and Mayans being banned almost every
Yeah,
game?
I mean, me
Earlier,
neither.
there used to be a
I
trend of Britons and Franks. Now, Franks has been replaced by Mayans. Like,
like
is it like some?
why do you think it's happening? Like
See,
I'm not aware. Not aware. I don't know why, but yeah,
um
these two saves are getting banned quite a
in
lot.
Arabia, I would say Britain and Mayan are the strongest civilizations for me. According to me in Arabia, I think Ethiopians is there, but let's say once you are aging up or let it comes to the range or the cost of the archers, I would say Mayans or Britons are one of the best civilizations there.
So,
I think that's
so
people are afraid to, and you
Britons
can't
makes sense.
outrange. Yeah,
Britons makes sense because two people are getting the same bonus, 20%
yeah,
faster.
yeah,
But when you talk about Mayans, I'm the only thing that comes to mind is laming potential. The laming
yeah,
potential increases by a lot.
definitely,
But
definitely.
then, but at the same time, then you have civs like Aztecs and Incas that have the same potentials. But
Uh, I think people are not that, see, given the choice, let's say if there is no Mayans in the poll, let's say if there is Incas,
yeah,
do you see getting Incas picked up? No, we don't.
no,
So I think since it's an option available, let's say if you're removing Mayans from that list at all, I mean, pura, let's say हटा ही देते हैं Britons or Mayans को, then I
yeah,
think we would probably see some new civilizations getting banned. Probably the next best civilization. Then you can see Franks, probably Ethiopians and Franks banned. That would be my next ban choice. So I think it really matters. Like on the map perspective, with Arabia being the first map, they know that which civilization is going to be picked. Without a second thought. I think
right.
that's the kind of mindset both the teams have, and they're very sure about. They're making sure the other team is not able to pick it, and the sniping has also been pretty good. So let's see. There's
So,
there's Indians in the pool, so any okay Indians okay.
so what all maps do we have here?
We are seeing Arabia, then we have a Surma, then we have a hideout. So these are the three maps which you will be
We
seeing.
have Surma
Yeah.
and Hideout. So I was wondering, uh, where would Indians be picked?
So Indians,
I
I
would
think Surma.
so Surma definitely because
So
of the
for me, Surma is a much more aggressive map, suitable more towards Magyar side.
Yeah, that
And
is true as well.
yeah, because you
very
get a
true.
discount on this thing, scouts, and having that food crunch and spamming is much more easier. Plus the attack bonus for
Yep.
Magyars on that as compared to Indians. So Indians, as we have seen many pro players on ladders, they abuse a lot of like pocket to pocket play, harass the pocket.
Yep.
Mm, yeah, and again, so if you look at Surma and Arabia you can push deer and you can go up with even like 19 or 18 pop and have that early aggression, right?
Right.
But on Surma, you don't have any deer close by, right? If I'm
Yeah.
not, I don't remember. I forgot how that map actually looks like.
I
Uh,
think we all need to see. how Surman looks
But I
like.
think
Yeah.
let's wait for that to happen. Like let's wait for the game to start on Surma, and we'll see how the map look is. I mean, how map looks. But yeah, I agree with that, Kaus. I think Magyar suits with Surma more than Arabia. Looking at the civilization picks they have, and Indians would definitely fit in Arabia. But the problem would be now. Let's say the flanks are dying, right? So
Yeah.
pocket becomes pretty much useless because it's Indians, so they cannot carry like
So,
they cannot save their flank. So if you're picking
So
Indians, I would say you need to be an extremely
so if
OP
we
archer
look
player.
at these two teams,
so
AOE, BD, and PK.
they started the game. So we
Hmm.
have 4 minutes delay.
Hmm.
So we can
Okay.
already look at the civilizations. So Japanese, Koreans, Ethiopians, Franks, Indians, and Vietnamese. So
Can I have
Franks
the game ID?
is the same game ID.
Okay, cool.
So let me tell you why this makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like making this map a 3-1v1 scenario. So both AOE, BD, and PK have very balanced teams. Like almost all the players are very comparable to each other in terms of skill level.
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, if you match flank with flank and on
Well,
both sides and pocket with pocket,
Mm-hmm.
so keeping Indians will be a much more stronger strategically.
okay. Now I think we can see the civilization picks already. So we have a Japanese flank with Ethiopians on the other side and Franks as pocket for the first team, and the second team has the Koreans flank, Vietnamese flank with the Indians as their pocket.
Yeah.
So
So I mean,
Indians, we are
Ethiopians, Vietnamese sort of expected, and Franks
okay.
too. Uh,
Okay.
so Japanese, I didn't expect that, but Koreans too. I thought maybe they might use Koreans for hideout, something like
Yeah.
that. But they are using it on Arabia and
I think
Indians. Mm-hmm.
I think we might see Turks in hideout maybe because of the Janissary. Uh, flank and just go Janissaries and they pretty much kill everything. Because there's no counter for it looking at the save picks left. Unless Bohemian is deciding, unless we have opponents as Bohemian or something like Mongolai or but
So
still
we have Mongols that have very good siege push.
yep.
So siege plus Mangudai is a very deadly combination. If you
Yeah,
like,
pretty much
yeah,
unstoppable if
yeah,
you're playing with
you
the
can
right
go
players.
Mm-hmm.
snipe the bombard cannons. Then you have like very fast moving to snipe the Janissaries. So
Yep.
it will be a very skill matchup, I would say.
Yep.
Yep. Let's see how these guys are gonna play it out.
And
Save picks look pretty balanced, but the challenge for the sorry, petrolism team Bangladesh, correct?
yes,
Yep.
Okay, so for the Bangladesh team, the challenge would be is they make sure the pocket is getting killed. So it means windshield or petrol or zap. So two players need to make sure the Wakichan is being engaged throughout the game, and Vietnamese would give them the bonus of laming their opponent because they know where the TCs are, the enemy TCs are.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see blame happening uh, on a very pretty early time of the game. Like probably you will not be getting all the sheep, but you might lose your sheep or boar. Like who knows?
True. Yeah, but it'll be pretty interesting. So the previous lane that we have seen, it was on game one, uh,
Yeah.
versus, I mean QB lamed Doomster, and in the second set, SMR and Bose lamed couple of villagers
Mm-hmm.
of Zayed. So that was the lane.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. Yeah, if we're gonna see another lane here on Arabia, it'll be pretty interesting. I mean, laming is fun, but the way how the other
Laming is annoying.
person other person reacts
Laming.
to it, it's even more
Uh,
fun.
yeah, I think
At
that
least for
really
casting
matters
casting point of view, yeah, it
because
is fun.
see if you're getting lamed or if you're the one who's laming, right, you have to make sure you're not getting the damaging your own eco. You
Mm-hmm.
need to be an expert if you are a lamer. Like you should know how to manage your, you need to have your TC active if you're blaming someone. At the same time, if you're getting blamed, still you have to ensure that you're making up for the loss of that boar. Means, let's say you lose your one boar.
Mm.
Okay, probably you lose like one or two sheep. So make sure you're pushing all your deers so that at least you will reach feudal and get your upgrades.
Yeah, it's all sort
You
of
know?
how you adapt, right, when you get lamed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, let's see.
Yeah. So I mean, it's really important to not lose the cool. So the positions, if we see, okay,
Uh,
so it's going to be Vietnamese versus Japanese on one side, and we would see Ethiopians versus
Um,
Korean on the other side.
Wilding, you
Uh,
need to change the
yeah, yeah,
layout.
yeah, yes, yes. Just setting up.
yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go. So yeah, the bottom right we
Okay.
have here
So
Waki-chan.
Doomster is like, yeah, as per his experiences, mentioning that you don't
Mm-hmm.
need Vietnamese to lame because you would be already scouting your base and you just send your scout ahead. Um, so yes, I mean, yeah, someone of your level definitely would not require. But I would guess even I think in a 1500 level, not in a 2K level, I think in a 1500 level or a 1600 level.
So yeah,
Uh,
let's have a quick look at the positions. So we have Petrol here playing in blue as Japanese
yeah,
versus Artico playing in purple as Vietnamese. So
Vietnamese.
so this is gonna
Yeah,
be
Vietnamese
interesting.
have a good map. I would say his gold is behind his woodline looks secured, whereas our fellow Petrol has a sort of difficult map because his gold is forward.
Yep,
So,
and also he
and
doesn't have
his,
a good like a forest in front of his
yeah,
base covering.
yeah. So his
Um,
map is going to be a bit tough, and he's going to
mhm.
have sort of tough time
Yep,
when it comes to unless
and that
he
goal
has he,
can be harassed easily.
yep, yep.
All
The
we can
gold is
say.
yeah. And if you look at Vietnamese base, right? So his wood and his gold is so secured that
Yeah,
two set of walls will
mm-hmm.
literally cover everything in the forward, and his berries are behind.
Yep, true.
So
And we.
the only thing was like his boar was forward and he is eating it first.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't see a
So
lame happening,
yep,
but
can already see Korean player is already moving forward. I'm bad at this game, but he hasn't found his opponent. So in red, we have here I'm bad at this game, playing as Koreans, and his
Mhm.
opponent here is gonna be Zaryab playing in teal as Ethiopians.
So,
So, mm-hmm.
although
There's
Blue
a
might be having a forward gold, but in order to compensate for that, he can do Drush or Man at Arms to buy himself time to, put a
oh,
barricade of.
Oh,
we just saw a house getting destroyed.
God, that's already some wood loss here for bad at this game. So he has to bring back his scout. No, actually, Windshield Viper and Zarya are
Zarya.
here. Yeah, are
They're
here.
giving a lot of time. Like they're giving a lot of idle time to P2, which is I'm bad at this game. So the thing is, he is forced to take loom early. Now
Yep,
see what has happened. He's forced to take loom early as Korean, and
and
looks like he
he
is
has
going
a
to
low
lose a
villager.
village.
He's gonna lose a
Yep,
villager. Oh man,
looks
this
like
is not
he
looking
would.
good for him.
He's lost a scout.
Oh
The
God,
pocket
yeah.
has lost a scout in that
And
fight.
for a villager
And
trade, and he's gonna lose a villager back home. Oh man,
yep.
sorry. Okay, one
Yep.
villager down already, and this is
Now,
going all Titanic here.
yeah, I think he has lost another villager in the woodline as well.
Oh
I am bad
yes,
at it.
yeah, that's two.
I am bad, managed to lame the villager. I think, see, this is what I was talking about, right? If you're
Mm-hmm.
going to lame forward, you need to be like extremely precise with managing the eco back at your home. So he was luring the boar, he lost a villager. There was a single villager chopping the wood separately
Mm-hmm.
without loom. He lost that. So, yeah, and now he doesn't have a, scout to, push his deer.
True.
Red has his, scout intact. He can just send it back if he
Yeah.
needs. Yeah, I mean. but I see that red may not probably, lure us there.
Hmm.
We see a barrack from blue, so we can see a drush, which is a great idea considering the Japanese infantry bonus.
So is it gonna
Um,
be a Drush or Man at Arms to
Man
Archers?
at arms, I think he's
Yeah,
already clicked up. He's already clicked up.
it's gonna be Men
Yeah.
at Arms and Archers for Petrol. And on the other side, I think Zairab is gonna struggle a bit for some time because he just lost two villages, and
So
also he doesn't have
Vietnamese
Manhattan's
have
Scout.
on
seen,
such aggressive maps totally makes sense because you have to buy that time to wall
and
yourself.
Yeah.
Vietnamese have seen that, so he is going to drop a barrack now. And if Petrol s- is able to see that, let's say if he is able to deny the barrack, that would cause huge damage. I think he's getting there. He's
It
getting
looks
there.
like he's not gonna go
Ah,
for
he's yeah, yeah. He can
Men
see
at
that.
Arms. I think he might definitely go for straight archers, but it'll be interesting.
Okay, Indians have already reached feudal here, and he's clicked 18 pop, 19 pop up. So yeah, we can see a tight build order happening.
Tight build order. All right.
Yeah, so
So we have the
so
infamous tight build order
yeah,
as well.
so yeah, actually it worked because Teal lost another villager, so it's like -3 in the Dark Age.
Oh
That's a
yes.
very bad hit versus -1 for Koreans, and it's pretty sad. And the half HP villagers, I mean, so I would say the injured villagers are going for berries,
Oh, a lot of
for
injured villages
for
for yeah.
yeah, for I am bad at this game. I'm not sure how he's going to.
But
Let's see
in my
the
opinion, if there is any civ that can soak up a loss of three wills, that is Ethiopians.
yeah,
Because of
that's
that,
the eco
uh,
bonus.
yeah, you get instant 100 food 100. So one of the reasons why they are able to pull off that 18 pop build order is
You mean
this.
the tight build order? Let's
Yeah,
not
that
use
tight build.
the let's
Okay, this Men at Arms is not doing much here from Petrol.
But
The Rangers are already out from
it is a
yeah,
nice
he's
defensive walls from Articuno that we are seeing. And now,
hmm
yeah,
because he's doing straight
his archer
archers,
is
he'll be
out.
able to match up the numbers.
Yeah, his
Mm.
archer is out, and we can see. Let's look at the KD for now.
Oh, one scout is already gone from the pocket, Vakishan. So now he has
Yeah,
to fall back and group up with like few more scouts and then move forward, or maybe move forward with
yeah.
I'm bad at this
It's
game.
it's going to be a fight between Frank Scouts and Indian Scouts. So unless he's going with the bloodlines, which I don't see that happening for Indians,
Mm.
or if he's going to take the upgrades, as I don't see a
Nope.
blacksmith yet. So if it's going to be a tough fight for Indians till they
Mm.
reach Castlage. So we can see the Green Scouts from Viper
Oh
might
man,
reach
Woodline is
on.
finally safe.
Yeah,
Nice quick houses there. And
yeah.
also berries, he might lose a villager here. Oh man, this is not good. So I'm bad at this game. He's
Now
gonna lose
this is
another
th-
villager.
this is what I was telling you, right? So the half HP villagers, one of the half HP villagers got killed.
No, that was a full HP one. That was nice blocking
Oh,
by
is it?
Windshield Viper. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we
So,
had like few half HP villagers, right?
mm-hmm.
So
So on the other
going to
side,
watch out.
Menadams are not doing much, and Articuno did a good job of keeping track of that army, making sure that
Yep.
doesn't get into pocket space.
Yeah. What would you do with those mana toms? Like I can see that it's idle. Why can't I send it to? I think I should send it to the pocket
You should definitely.
because he's not able to do a damage to the gold or the wood line. Or
Yep.
I think when he's trying to do the damage here, probably he could have just sent couple of villagers, try to lay the
Mm,
gold. But lucky, I would say Vietnam is pretty lucky with the gold being behind.
yep.
It's worked a lot in his favor,
Mm.
and
And
we can see the archers coming from Artico.
moving
He's going
forward,
to
oh,
lose a villager. He's going to lose a villager or two.
and like there is
And
no fletching yet. It's on the way, but
yeah,
he may actually get one villager here.
yeah, he will
Pet,
get a
yeah,
villager.
Petrol not paying attention
The,
to
yeah,
those
he is.
walling
He is
wells.
seeing. He's seeing it now. So he's going to.
Only after losing one villager, or probably even another one. Oh man, those four archers did a lot of damage.
They did
Get
some damage. So we can see archers with fletching. Yeah, the both of them are fletching.
Yep.
Okay, so he's
So even
killed
after
one
all of
villager.
this action-packed game, we are seeing a very dead even game. The will count is same, the army count is same, the damage done is same.
Yeah,
So
Almost.
both
really
of the
looks
team you
pretty,
can see is like
Yeah.
pretty
very
much. So it's
competitive.
like you hit
Mm.
my eco, I'm going to hit your eco. So
So
so it's like
this is one of the most back and forth game you can see.
Yeah,
I think Japanese can have more than one lumber camp, right? I know
yeah,
he
they
has a very
can.
bad wood line, but I think he can utilize that point where he gets cheap lumber
Hmm.
and have probably a second or third lumber. Um,
And look at here at Artico space. So I mean, he's gonna lose those few archers, but at the same time, Petrol has a lot of idle time back at his base. He might
yep.
struggle for wood in a couple of
I think
minutes.
he finally realized that. Look at that lumber camp
Oh,
in the middle of
man.
nowhere.
And also,
I
on
would
the
say
other
this.
side, Teal has forced I'm bad at this game to build a tower right next to the goal, and the scouts are not
Yeah,
doing much. Actually, those scouts can
yeah,
kill
they
those
just.
three archers.
I think he's sort of buying time, maybe. Probably he
Um,
didn't see. And Red has no army, by the way, guys.
Yeah,
So Red has no army on the field. So
so seeing
P4 is.
at this tower, I'm not really convinced that
yeah, me
it should
neither.
be yeah, it should be covering a bit of gold as well. So
Yeah,
you right now what you're
see,
protecting your
so basically, they
huh?
you
And
don't need
Red
a
will lose
tower,
another
and
villager.
he's gonna lose another will. Yes.
Well, let's look. Okay, Vakichan has clicked up to Castle Edge, and
Was
Windshield is yet to click up. So
was that a delete low HP villager or
Maybe he just didn't like to kill. But I mean, this is not looking good for I'm bad at this game. So he is forced to make skirms. That means he's not gonna go up to Castle Age anytime soon. But on the other side, those Menatums are back
are
again
still
at
harassing.
Artico space. Yeah,
They're still harassing. I would say if his map would have been open, he would have struggled a lot.
yeah,
I think
and
he's just got a bit
these
lucky with the
man at
map.
arms are just getting so
finally,
much value?
no,
Like
finally they have done some damage. They killed the will after so long.
I think the agenda with Man at Arms also is to buy some idle time. I think he has managed to do it. So we see a second lumber
so
finally from Vietnamese,
so I would
and
say
Blue has walled his map.
idle
Mm,
time is one thing, but they are also engaging Purple's army, and the more time they're like shooting these man at arms, they are not in Blue's base.
Yep.
true.
So it is also a defensive move in a
Hmm.
way.
Blue has a lot of idle villages here and there. There is a hole near the lumber camp of towards the blacksmith. Not sure if it was intentional.
Yeah, that's
Then
probably to trap.
yeah, I'm just saying, not sure if it is intentional. But even if I have to trap, I would not take a risk of exposing my lumber camp there. Uh, so it's
But yeah, now already Wakichan is in Castle Age. Let's see where
Castlage.
he's gonna go with all those
Yeah,
camels. Is he gonna go to
I
any
think he
pocket?
is. Yeah,
Sorry,
he's gone directly. He's gone directly. His
directly.
Yes.
scout is
And
going
the
over.
pocket is not walled. Oh man, this is gonna be a huge
So well,
disadvantage. Yeah.
as I predicted before
Mm-hmm.
the game start, it is going to be three 1v1s in the castle age. So
I think
so
Yes,
that
you're right.
Red has taken a lot of damage. I think which has forced
Mm-hmm.
P4 to just guide him on the early feudal time, and then
Yeah.
look at those
Oh
panic rolling
man.
from the
And the
villages.
so at
camels are just directly running into the base. They're gonna
yeah,
actually get
so at this
inside.
point,
Yeah. Oh god, this is not looking good. He's gonna lose three
Yeah, he's
wills
gonna
here.
yeah, 2-3. I think he can save.
Like
Yeah, I think
if
he
he
can
uh,
deletes
save.
the wall, oh, oh man, that place is just gonna be. Actually,
but I
Leopard
don't
is
think
also
there
sort
is
of
any
helping
way
him,
to.
Yeah, leopard actually.
not letting them inside, man.
Yeah,
So yeah, someone's having a lucky day here.
I don't think it's still lucky. Like I
Hmm.
don't think Franks have any defense against camels.
Yeah, especially
He
if
I
you're
is
not
sitting
think
back.
backed
he
by
should.
archers,
He's going to go take his military
lumber.
buildings. He's going to take like he'll be here for a long, long time.
Yeah. But
and
So
again,
he
Indians don't have to worry about
and
uh,
he's
getting
going to
attacked at.
he's going to force a reaction from either of the flanks. And if he forces a reaction, then red or purple has all the time in the world to hit their
yeah,
flank.
purple
So
is
it is like
already on the way to petrol.
And we see a university from Japanese already. So looks like we're going to see ballistics, fully upgraded archers,
this is
and
brutal.
And yeah, Windshield Viper is losing a lot of villages. He actually lost several knights, few villages there, and he's gonna lose few more here. And
I
the
would uh, I would switch to pikes. I would sacrifice some eco, make some pikes,
and this is already
make like
looking bad for Shaheens.
yep,
But switching to bike is such an investment
yep,
Yeah.
it
just
is.
to defend yourself.
But it's
And
worth it, right? Indians are going to make camels. They're not going to switch to champion 200 swordsmen, right? So you will
but
see camels coming in
but,
throughout.
but
Unless
again,
the flank
Mm.
Zariab is going to help,
And
plan to help.
as expected, now Artico is denying one wood line for Petrol, and Petrol is still struggling. He's still making skirms. On the other side,
Yep.
I'm bad at this game. We have finally managed to get up to castle, and those crossbows are gonna finally move forward. But Zairab has a lot of crossbows incoming towards his base.
And funny part is, see, that's Petrol doesn't have a wood line, has a TC with wood line,
Mm,
and he has a university. I think
yeah.
instead of going with that, probably he
so
could have just taken Thumbring maybe, wait for the university building and then take the upgrade for ballistics.
Yeah, I mean, it
You
should
know,
have been like at least one town center on the woodline and then go for
yep,
university. Yeah.
yep.
And right now he's
Like,
gonna struggle with the will. I mean, if you can already see not that much of will difference, 142
and
to
now the
145.
camels are coming back. They're going to clear the blue archer
but
mark.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this makes sense going to archers right now with camels. They could have both ganged up on blue and did a lot more damage that way.
See, now these archers from Petrol are gonna caught up with the camels, and Articuno
Yeah,
is gonna
now
provide
this moves
support.
the
Yeah.
so much
So,
better.
yeah, I mean, this is gonna be pretty bad for
Yeah.
Windshield
So
Serpa Petrol.
So even though I'm bad at this game, is a bit behind in military numbers, is struggling a bit, but
Mm-hmm.
he just has to hold.
Yeah.
Look at
He just has
look
to
at
survive.
look at what Ethiopians is doing.
It's
He's
gonna be
doing
a
the same.
massacre here, yeah, for
Yeah.
and this guy
But at the
is
same
already
time,
behind and a lot of
at
idle.
the
Oh, he's
same
gonna lose a
time,
lot of wills here.
at the same time,
Uh,
look at
Yep.
Red doing the damage on Tail's base. Uh, he's gonna lose at
I
least
do not
7 8
agree with
villages.
this move. I would have
Oh,
preferred if they both have gone directly to Blue's base and
mm,
ended one guy.
yeah, true.
Because
And right up, he's losing all the wills on the wood line. He
Yeah, he
doesn't
lost like
know.
10 villages. He
uh,
has lost like 10
Oh
villages on the
god,
wood
man,
line.
this is just insane. Like, what is it? And again, here, Zairab is gonna
Violin,
lose his complete army.
Violin, do you remember what we were talking about in the feudal age?
Mm-hmm.
You do damage, I do damage.
Yep. You lose wills, I lose wills.
But right
Um,
now it is I lose army as well.
yeah, and again here, look what's happening here. It's like switching back and forth all the time. Now Archikana is gonna lose all of his military here, but he's getting a good value here and killing few.
Arnab, okay, and if you see, Zaryab has
Oh,
no second TC on the wood line,
yeah.
and that's going to hurt
So,
him.
Oh man.
Wilding,
Mhm.
Wilding, what do you think? Are we going to see the same thing in Imperial Age as well?
Probably.
Is this going to be a repeat episode in Imp?
TC is
So,
gonna also get
uh,
denied here for I'm bad at this game if he doesn't delete it. But yeah, luckily Zaryab doesn't wanna harass him. Okay, but yeah, he wants to. But like, look at the map. Like, there is yellow camels running all over, and they're gonna enter Zaryab. I think they are finally gonna make a move on this guy, player 5, and finish him off.
I think Teal has lost
Um,
his archers, so if they are able to identify that,
Mm,
It's gonna be challenging for him. And Green has sent us knights to Vietnamese Artico's base, and Artico still has a base to defend himself.
Yeah, at least he has like a couple of TCs. I mean, if you look at Zyrup's base, okay, again these camels are leaving, so they doesn't want to finish off any guy yet. They just want to like take turns, move to pocket, move to flank, and then go
Even
back.
even after all the actions, we have
Hmm.
dead even army and dead even villagers. 184 to 170.
I mean, these guys are playing good. It's just rather than going as a team, it's like mostly.
I would say these guys are maniacs. These are like
I
I
don't
don't
care.
give to I don't care about my base. I'll kill your base for my
Yes,
base.
We can see P4 killing three, sorry, Bakichan killing windshields, buildings there.
stables. Yeah,
Looks
and
like
the
the castle
camels
will
are
be taken.
inside. I mean, the castle maybe it'll get
The
denied.
castle, yes, yes, it would be.
Uh,
They can take down the,
oh
I think,
God, man, this is just a
I
will
think
massacre
I
here.
think this I think this will be the final nail in the coffin because
Uh,
the pocket player for Bangladesh is going down.
yep.
Sorry, Shaheens is going down in this round.
Mm-hmm. And look at that, like Petrol is moving towards Wakichan space, hoping that he can do some damage, and he can do only to the villages. But yeah, that army will get cleared up very
But
soon
I
by
don't think it
Articuno.
will be the same level of damage that is being done
That
by
is true.
Vaki Chanto because a castle is denied, army is denied.
And
the TC,
Windshield is
yeah, the
killing.
castle is finally up. The TC is finally up.
Yeah, and Winchell is killing P2. I'm bad at this game, man. This is just will trade right and left in the game. It's like, no, you kill me, I'll kill someone else, but I'm not giving up that easy.
Okay,
So
so we see, even
165
though
wills for Shaheens and number
y-
dropping for AOEBD as well.
Yep. And yeah, finally, I'm bad at this game. He has to bring his crossbows
would like
back.
to show something like, Viper has put a lumber camp in Petrol's base. I have no idea what is it like. I'm pretty sure he has good wood lines, but I think a TC would have made a better sense. I
Yeah.
think a lumber camp.
I mean, yeah, all these wood lanes are pretty good.
So all those people who want to know how to play aggressive, who
This
want to
is.
learn the gameplay of what aggressiveness means. So this
Yeah,
is
this
exactly
is
what
how you
looks
do it.
aggressive.
Like,
You
it's
don't care
more of
about
a
your
base
base.
trade. Yeah, it's more of a base trade. You
You
make
don't
sure
care
that,
what.
yeah, you lose your base, it's fine. Make sure that you're killing the enemy's army and villages as well. You're
Yes.
giving them a hit as well.
Like
Now,
this is what is called an eye for an eye.
Waki-chan has
Hmm.
reached Imperial, and
And you make the whole
the
Oh,
world
Aryav
blind.
has reached. Oh, so it's like Ethiopians have gone one TC.
and it's gonna be a
Uh,
doubt TC here for Petrol. If Artico sees it, yes, he sees it, and that's gonna be a lot of dead bills again.
Ethiopian has gone 1 TC
yep.
and he's having still
Oh
same
man.
villagers as Koreans.
And Petrol is struggling a lot here. I mean, look at the will lead now. 30 plus will lead. Close to 30 will lead
We are
for
seeing Hussar
AOEBD.
come. So
So,
Indians are
fi-
very clear that they're going to play Hussars.
so
Uh,
finally we have Ethiopians in him. Are we going to see the balance shift in one side?
Let's see.
Is
Can
the
he do it?
pocket
I
going to
mean,
tell?
the thing is, if he loses this army, what will he do after that? And TC is
I
not
Uh,
think
gonna do a lot.
there is a line which we have used it in our previous turnus. टिंग टिंग करके घर पे बैठेगा और क्या कर सकता है.
but
So this is
talking
the
on a serious note, he's playing only single TC, and
it
this
hurts. Yeah,
damage is going to be huge.
yeah, because
It,
see, now Franks cannot defend him because he's booming hard,
so
and
this is the
Indians are
reason.
just going to spam Hussars.
So this is the reason why sometimes it is better to have multiple TCs. At least you can have the villagers safe for some time
True.
till you get the backup.
And now look at Zairab. He's down to 31 villages.
Yeah, but he's the second highest score for his team, so we can understand in what position Petrol is playing right now.
Yeah,
I think his
and
bad map is hurting him a bit because
probably
Vietnam
yes,
is
yeah.
taking full advantage of the terrain and the weak points. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's just exploiting the bad map for petrol, and he's taking advantage of his map which he has. So
Yeah, and
I think he can try to bully a bit, probably switch to Rattans, eat
mm-hmm.
some stone, show some Rattans, bully him a bit maybe.
And
So what?
also play number two has clicked up to Imperial Age, and also Artico clicked up to Imp.
And
So
you can
is
see
there a
there's a
comeback? Is there really
um,
practically a comeback for
Uh,
Shaheen in this match?
I
no,
don't think so.
we
There is
can see
no
the GG
way.
call. We can see the GG
Yes,
call.
as we speak of comeback, we can already see GG.
Um,
So,
Indians, once you give them the upper hand, the moment you see Indians reaching castle edge first and is blocking the opponent pocket, right? That itself is
Right.
setting you on a back foot.
That
And
is very true.
he's and at the same time, if you see, both the flanks were trying to harass the other flanks. Like for example, Petrol was trying to take a fight alone on Artico's base and he got cleaned up. The same thing they tried on I am bad at this game's base, and again Indians just sent their camels and he also got cleaned up. I think the strategy of picking good fights is something which Viper's team has to work on. It's the Shaheens, correct?
yeah, windshield
Yeah,
wipers, yes.
so Shines, I think they have to work on their team game as in like how to coordinate the attacks. How can we, make sure the damage is more than what they are getting. So I think the team Bangladesh coordinate extremely well. That's what I've seen in the game. And,
So Lol's King is saying offense is the best defense. But right now what we saw is slightly a defensive approach is winning them the game because this guy took all his army to defend first blue, then he went to red. He traveled literally throughout the map to defend all the bases. So he was not like fully playing all in. I'll kill one guy and win there itself. He wanted to save everybody. He wanted everybody to go together with him.
So now it's gonna be home map for Shaheens, and it's gonna be hideout. And
okay.
what do you guys think? Which Zeus they might be going? So I think
Um,
for Shaheens, it's gonna be similar sort of strategy as their
looking
friends.
So,
looking at the kind of gameplay from Team Shaheens, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would suggest they would just like to regroup for a minute and quickly analyze the part like where they have to play together as a team. I think
on this,
that should be the priority because that hurt them very badly. Everybody were picking individual fights.
Yep.
I've never seen a fight where they fought together. That includes the scout archer game or let
Mm-hmm.
it be knight archer game. So yeah, I mean, there was hardly any like there was hardly like two or three fights where I think
Mm-hmm.
Artico took an aggressive move and he sent his archers forward and it got cleaned up by archers and knights. I think that there was hardly any
No, like team
coordinated team.
coordination attacks. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think 3 by 3 really matters that way because
Mm-hmm.
you need to know where the pocket is playing. I think that reading is very important. If you don't know where the pocket is playing, then naturally you are bound to be, 2 by 1 at any point of the game. Like you don't know when you'll be 2 by 1. But I think Hideout is one map where you can wall one side and play on the other side. So it's going to be interesting in a ways where you will be tested on defense and on
that
your
is true,
macro.
but that is true. But if you look at the civs,
Mm-hmm.
we have Saracens, we
Yep.
have Spanish,
Okay.
then we have Mongols.
Oh,
I think this is going to be like
a long
super
game.
aggressive again.
Okay. So
It
we
like I don't think they'll go to imp as well. Like they'll start fighting, they'll go aggressive in
okay.
feudal age itself because
Okay. So we are going to see another aggressive game rather than testing of a macro or patience, I guess. So that's what your
based on self,
prediction.
that is what I expect. Like
Okay. Okay.
humans seems much more apt for Surma.
Yep.
Reason why? Because you get two TCs in feudal age, and so you can secure your farming area, and you can
Hmm.
secure your gold area. So you
Hmm.
have two safe spots in feudal age itself in a map that is like super crazy.
Very true.
But let's see what Pakistanis have in mind, and let's see what we have for AOEBD.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I think they have already hosted a game.
Okay.
Just try to find it.
I think Poles would be my pick for hideout from Bangladesh side as pocket, because if you get that initial boom, like ideally hideout is a boomy map, and Poles, if they get even slightest bit of time, they can do so
Okay.
much crazy stuff.
Okay.
So
So let's say Poles versus Cumans. Who do you think will have a better boom in a hideout game?
for Poles, you don't need to have a better boom to outmatch the army. You just need to have the castle take.
Yeah, I mean, see, it is an investment, right? So let's say we are talking about a 20 minutes uh, uh, attacking game from both the pockets. So
It,
which one will have a better edge? Do you think it's going to be Cumans because of
I
the strong eco bonus, or is it going to be Poles because they can flood more? Yeah, I think they both play 3 to 4 stables, right? Like 2 TC,
Yeah,
2
yeah.
TC.
So I think
Um,
Poles will do better because Poles will do FC, and humans Castle Age will be a bit delayed because they have to
but
do
the
like 20
attack
pop-up.
Yeah, but the attack is expected around 18 to 20th minute, right? I think Poles can start pumping knights only after that time. They can't do it before, they can't
But
achieve,
again,
they can't play that without the bonus, right? So the
if you do
bonus
the
kicks in
boom thing,
only after 18 to 20
if
minutes.
you talk about the Cuban 2TC boom, it
Okay.
kicks in at 20 minutes. Like at 20 minutes, you hit castle and then you start producing army. So in terms of timings, I don't think any of them are going to be on the mark.
Okay. Uh,
Okay, let's see.
I think we should save the debate for a different game where we are able to see Poles versus
But
humans.
I would
But
really love to see Spanish over here. Spanish can drop a castle in his base as a pocket, and with early conks, it will be very hard to defend. You have Saracen, you have Spanish conks, and you have like maybe Mongols or Vikings on the other side. Because Portuguese, you have to keep it for Surma. There's no two ways about it. So let's see.
okay.
Yep.
I want to see an aggressive game again.
Do we see
But
change of players or is it going to be the same set of players from any of the
So,
teams? Do we see any change?
I don't think so. I think there is original now here in the VC. Not sure if it's a change because the in-game names and Discord names are completely different.
VC names are different. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, they are looking at the draft now. Maybe they're just thinking of the civilizations.
so, Wilding, looking at the draft, who do you think has an edge in hideout?
I mean, I would go with Shaheens if they implement the Civ properly, Civs that
Yeah,
they have.
I'm
Uh,
also rooting for Shaheens on hideout.
yeah,
What about
definitely.
you, Wadadi? What do you think?
Mm, I'm looking for a comeback from team Bangladesh. Sorry, team
PK,
Shaheens.
Pakistan. Yep, yep.
Shaheens.
I'm looking for a comeback from them. So it depends at how they're going to regroup themselves and how they're gonna show that they are also pretty good at any kind of map you throw at them.
Can you guys
Irrespective.
see the lobby by any chance?
Uh, I
Nothing yet.
wasn't able to see the previous one as well, which
Okay,
is what.
okay, it is hideout. And yeah, there are already 6 players in the lobby. It's the same team, uh, but
Okay.
but for team BD we have Wolfriend instead of uh, the other what was his name earlier? Other pocket, the one who played Indians.
Waki Chan.
Vaki-chan,
Vaki-chan.
yeah. Instead of Vaki-chan, we have Wolfriend. That's the change.
Okay.
And Zaryev is gonna be a flank again. I mean,
Yeah.
with the current team positions that they have,
Okay.
Petrol is gonna be the pocket, and Windshield Viper is gonna be another flank.
Oh, okay.
And for other team, I'm bad at this game. Gonna be Pocket. Okay, they're still figuring out with the numbers. Looks like 467.
Are you able to see the lobby? Because
Uh,
I
are you? I
Like
mean,
I
I can
yeah, I
see I
think
can see it in the lobby browser, but not in
we
the
will
not
we
in
will
spectate
probably
games.
we will probably need a game ID. I guess I think that would help a bit. I think game ID would help.
I think I have sent you the game ID. I could not find the lobby with the game ID. I just typed in the player name, Windshield Viper. Hey, Dickhead, it hasn't started yet. They're still in the lobby. So I'm trying to find the game on AOE2.net.
Okay. So the game was not one-sided. That's what I liked about the Arabia game. So I'm glad that it went on to the point, where even though the flanks were getting hit badly on both sides, the pocket actually, changed the game's perspective and made sure uh, the pocket is carrying. I think that's what I liked about. Yeah, I mean, we were, we saw that both the flanks didn't have a second DC on wood line. So what we see here is like if you don't have the archer numbers, like if you're unable to match the archer numbers,
right.
going one TC is suicidal. And
That is true.
yeah, so either
But
like you mask the numbers and you don't lose them and you go one TC up, or if you feel that you're not going to be able to hold, you definitely need a second TC on the wood line.
but I would say it was really well played from the Teal side that he was able to hold even after
Hmm.
being one TC.
Yeah, yeah.
He was able to match the villager number with the 2 TC Korean for a very long time.
I think Korean lost a lot. I think during the early feudal, he was given so much idle time,
Yes,
which affected his castlage time as well overall. I think he was not there in the game for quite some period. I think the Indians going FC forced Ethiopians to stay in the base, and he didn't come out till he was castle age. If you have observed it, so yeah, I think the pocket play changed the game. Um,
that is true. Like this save Indians is very hard to deal with. You
yeah, I
cannot
think
just
even if you are Ethiopian feudal archers, I think they're pretty good to take down Indian camels because they don't have any kind of special bonus versus archers.
Hmm.
that
Being
is
a camel unit, but I guess he stayed in the home as he was not sure what kind of army Korea would be having. I guess that would have, yeah. And again, if you are, we'll come back to the same point, reading the
So
game,
so they have
coordinating as a
started
team.
the game.
Okay, so
So
these are the
still
things which
still
we
1 minute spec delay.
okay. So let's see the
So
civilization picks meanwhile.
so the damage that was taken by Pocket
Hmm.
is what changed the game.
True, very true.
If Pocket did not take damage during that walling time, it was
Yeah,
Shaheen's game.
yeah.
so
The
let's
flanks
have
were
a
doing very well.
look at the civs. So Petrol going Cumans, Zaryev going Spanish, Windshield Viper, Saracens. So yeah, expected. And Team BD, Pocket Lithuanians and Turks and Bohemians.
Okay. I think I have trouble
It's
seeing the
almost
game as
almost the same civs except for Turks. I mean the civs that we have seen yesterday. So instead of Turks, we had a different civ yesterday, and Bohemians and Lithuanians the same, and the same civs for Shaheens as their friends.
okay. Yeah, just unable to see the game yet. Battle of Thar.
So
Cool.
yeah, this spec delay. It's over, but the game is gonna load in a second,
Okay.
or maybe it crashed. I don't know.
So, so Wiling, why don't you stream on Discord as well?
Okay. All right. So CA crashed. Nope. Uh, Okay, so now the score is like this. Yes. Okay.
Was there a pause? No. Okay.
No, no, there's no pause here. So let's have a quick look
Okay.
at the positions. So we have here in green petrol playing as Cumans. Okay, that's the pocket. And Windshield Viper playing in blue as Saracens versus Articuno, who's playing in purple as Turks. And his pocket is I'm bad at this game, as playing as Lithuanians. And the other flank is Old Friend playing in red as Bohemians versus Zarya playing in teal as Spanish. So Spanish versus Bohemians, Saracens versus uh, Turks. So yeah, what do you guys have to say about this?
So the first thing I have to say about this lineup,
Mm-hmm.
old friend and that, it looks more like a conversation. Hey, old friend, I'm bad at this game.
I see. I see.
So
So yeah, I mean, yeah, jokes apart. So yeah, what do you think, guys? So are we gonna see any sort of castle aggression or feudal aggression? I think from Saracens we
Spain.
can sort of expect it, but
I
like,
can see I can see a good Spanish aggression here.
mm-hmm,
Because Spanish flank versus Bohemians. It would depend like what is the kind of strategy Bohemian is going to um go with.
mm-hmm,
Because their map, if you see, it's pretty open. It's not wallable. It's like there's no way you can just wall behind or do some kind of boom. So there's definitely a castle aggression. Probably we might see man at arms and with tower push.
mm-hmm,
So Bohemians may try something like that. If he's not doing it, then definitely he's going to go for archers. So I see Conquistador game coming in the picture because Spain is pretty easy to go FC and drop castle in your base, and his base is also looking pretty secure. He just needs to build from the right side of his palisade till the gold, and he can drop, a castle between the
mm.
gold
But
uh,
I mean, if you
towards
look at
the.
the gold positions, there's a slight issue. Like, let's say, for
It's a
example,
bit forward. It's a
yes,
bit forward, but if you have your buildings behind, it really shouldn't matter.
should be
So I
fine.
think,
Yeah. I mean,
I
whoever
think,
wins that early aggression, they might actually control both the
uh,
goals here.
and and I don't think Bohemian would be able to see that the gold is forward
Mm-hmm.
because he will not be able to see it. It's not in the line of sight. If you just go to line of sight for old friend, um, he may not be able to see that the gold is forward for Spain for Zaria. Okay, so that is where I would say that he if
Mm-hmm.
he sees that the gold is forward, I would definitely stick to the part where he needs to play feudal aggression, deny him of the
but I
gold.
think it is at safe distance from the vision range.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It
Mm,
is.
yeah.
It is pretty inside. So even though the gold is forward, he will never know where the gold is. So I'm not sure how that rush is going to work.
Mm,
Not even tower or Manatam push. So this way, Bohemians, I would see straight archers, probably FC archers. FC archers with chemistry can counter conquistadors pretty easily. Um, but the pockets. So the pocket civilization, one is Lithuanians and the other is Cumans, which
which is
is
pretty late, I think.
We have
Uh,
very interesting click-up timings from
yeah,
the
Windshield
Shaheens
Viper.
team.
Yeah, exactly. I
I mean,
mean,
20 pop-up with Saracens and 20 pop-up from Pocket.
mm-hmm,
20 pocket for humans it makes sense, but I'm not sure
with the Saracens.
about. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the
Like,
first
will
time
he be able to? I think, yeah, he will be able to afford at least one range. But
yeah.
blacksmith might be delayed. But will
Actually,
he?
he's doing single lumber camp, so it will be a bit forgiving for
yeah,
this
it
build.
is. It is one more. What do you say? Showcase of tight build order. Red Cops. We are seeing that again. So
The famous tide build
So
orders.
yep, yep, yep.
Shout
We
out
are
to
going.
Hellraiser. Shout out to Hellraiser.
Yeah. So
For making all these
anyway,
builds.
yeah. I mean, we are going to witness one of those tide build orders
Okay,
again.
there you
That's the
go.
thing which I'm trying
A
to.
range coming out
If
immediately
yep.
for Petrol or Windshield
Where
Viper.
is the barrack? Okay, barrack is beside the mill. Okay.
But
Okay, so he's not showing his enemy that what he's going to do.
Oh, this is
Uh,
interesting. The Spanish player is not going on stone, so that means no Kongs here.
Not yet. I think he would probably put them on stone once he's reaching feudal age, maybe. The berries,
Uh,
villagers from
no,
berries
no, no,
might
no.
shift.
The thing
no.
is, he went a bit late on gold. That's why he has to commit 4 or 5 villagers to gold. So I think it is a very specific build order, if I
Again, tight
remember.
one.
Yeah.
It's not tight. This looks petty lows, man. That's not tight.
Or probably that's who knows, maybe it's a tight build.
So let's
There
focus
is
on
there
Teal for a
is
while.
no
Let's see
way
what
you're
he's
going to
doing.
buy stone. Okay, there's no way you're going to buy stone. So
Okay, double range here for Windshield
yeah.
Viper, and he's already pumping out archers.
What is the village? How many villages does he have on gold? Windshield Viper.
He has 5 villages on gold. He need
Okay.
couple of more. I
Then
think he's fine. He's gonna
does he have
pump out
Bosa?
archers.
Does he have Bosa?
Windshield Viper.
Has he clicked on
Uh,
Bosa?
nope.
Okay, looks okay. Cool.
No,
I
no,
think
yeah,
it's going.
he has the
He's
early wood
going for
upgrade. Yes.
blacksmith also.
I think the tide build order is having a bit of an issue with 40 seconds of idle. 50
Ah,
seconds. Oh my God.
okay. Yeah, that's going to hurt.
That
Now, if you
is,
see,
I
now if you
mean,
see the market and blacksmith, it's put in a sort of a defensive mode, and the villagers are shifting from gold to stone for Spain. Let's see what the Bohemians is doing. Can we just switch to Bohemians? Or we
yep.
can see a tower from a Turks.
I think
Uh,
if Blue is able to mass up enough archers,
hmm.
he can
Hmm.
do a lot of damage to Arctic, because
Yeah,
he's already committed to a tower. He can just circle around and start aiming the other gate.
true.
And
So
once he
that's
enters the base, Arctic, is in a bit of a pickle because the pocket cannot save him because he'll be facing human boom. If it was
Hmm.
Poles, then we could have had a bit of a closer situation. But looking at Lithuanians, I'm not really sure what the answer to this would be.
so yeah,
Lithuanians is
no
putting the second
stables,
TC.
nothing. So I think
Lithuanians is
Articuno, he might be able to defend with the Mangonel, possibly. But yeah, we have to wait and
But
see.
for that, you have to
he
reach
will he will
up.
not go. He will not go mangonels. I'm pretty
He
sure he's
has
just going
already
to build
clicked up.
them.
Okay, maybe he might drop a TC and then a siege workshop.
But let's say if he does the Mangonel defense
Mm.
as well,
Hmm.
but he would have taken enough damage by that time, and they could just leave the base after that.
Yep. I mean, right now he is leaving. Windshield Viper can leave and he can go to pocket directly.
Yeah, pocket also he can do a lot of damage,
Yeah.
and if he goes to pocket, this game is over right now.
Hmm. And look at this. Those gates go down pretty fast.
Yeah, feudal age gates, and
And more
we can see.
towers.
I
More
think I will put the
towers.
tower a bit forward rather than
Yeah, that would
putting it.
actually protect the house too. Yeah,
No,
right.
it's not about putting the house. It's
Uh,
about getting that real estate. Like
For farming.
I
Uh,
do not agree with how Windshield Viper is playing because he could have easily broken the second gate and entered his base,
mm-hmm. True.
and instead,
At least he'll get a villager and probably another one.
if
so
he is
much for a
able
villager.
to, if he is able to get to that corner, the
Mm-hmm.
right corner outside the, yes.
Yeah, see, now
Yeah.
he's doing the damage
So,
there. So
and the town center is going up. He may actually,
can we?
yeah. Mm,
So Bohemians is putting 3 TC. Spain has put a castle already.
yep.
Uh, and we can see that Petrol has also put 2 TCs. And don't see a third TC because it's doing a Cuman boom. So it's not castle age. Has he clicked up?
So
Uh, No.
Violet, tell me
Okay.
one thing.
He's up. Yeah.
Okay.
No, no,
If
he's not up.
blue
Sorry.
Okay.
if blue is able to perma camp his gold
Mm-hmm.
here and the other one from the outside,
Mm-hmm.
Atikana will be totally out of gold. Like he'll have literally no sources of
No
gold.
source, yeah.
And
But I think why he is delaying right now, uh, maybe
Okay.
he's just waiting, waiting
Saracen
for
doing
those
the
resources to get to, like,
doing the.
one mangonel.
I guess
that is
Saracen
true.
has
But
gone
again,
for market abuse. If you guys have observed,
Yeah,
as
so
market
what
he's
is
Eddie
being
playing
said,
the.
abused.
but
Yeah,
again, as what Eddie said,
Mm-hmm.
that 18-minute mark is approaching
Oh, yeah.
where the pockets kick in.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see where we go from
And we
here.
can already see four stables being built at petrol space. So there's gonna be a lot of
he
knights
he could
coming.
have he could have just built it forward. I think with the kind of
Yep.
aggression they have.
And oh
Um,
man, this is gonna be a nice castle for Articuno if it goes up. But he deletes it. He should have just waited
Maybe
there. But yeah,
I think he
let.
was not expecting. Oh, the
Oh
blacksmith
man,
has
that
gone down.
that castle is
Are you
not
are
gonna
you
be.
serious? Are you serious?
That
Did you just
castle.
look?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
castle
So,
will go up, but did you see the blacksmith getting killed by
mm-hmm.
feudal archers? Something
Yes,
which
there are enough
uh,
archers
that
here.
is that is Saracens for you, man.
still castle. If
That is
blacksmith
Saracens.
feudal
But again,
archers,
see, but again, he doesn't need the blacksmith
yeah,
because
is
he'll be
stuck.
going Janissaries, and Janissaries only like he can only benefit from armor for
And
this.
Don't you think he being Turk, he could have just avoided taking the gold or just made some farms, put a stable, make some light cavalry, cleared off those archers, Saracen archers, do something like that rather than worrying about
mm,
dropping a castle. I think, don't you think
I
it's
think
a
it is a
better
bit
strategy?
hard
I don't think
when
this
you're under so
castle
much
is
pressure.
at really good position. That castle could have been outside.
Yep. I think this castle doesn't make sense
Yeah.
at this point of the game because it's defending him. Again, he's exposed on the other side.
Hmm.
So his map is a bit bad. I would say Artic has a bad map compared to what he had on the last game. So
Mm, yep.
But I don't think like it really matters that much because Janissaries will be pushing archers. They have one more
right.
range, they have
And
more damage.
if you
So it is
guys
more of a production building thing.
if you
Mm,
guys observe, Bohemians is 4 TC boom. I think I can see a 4 TC coming up maybe.
three
No,
town
30,
centers.
3 TC. Okay.
Yep.
So then Spain has a 2 TC.
Wow,
But lot of monks though.
Yep.
those are a
Yep.
lot of monks.
Yeah,
So
just
those
one
feel
monk
like
for
even the
each
leech.
conch. One monk for each conch.
So let him
Uh,
try. So he's like, Aja bhai. So he
yeah,
knows that there's going to be conkies and he
and
has the defense ready.
oh, they broke into the base again. So there's like a lot of knights gonna run into Articuno space. But like, let's
Yep.
see how long he's gonna hold this.
Not really. He would not survive much because
I
the
think this
Saracens
is
Mm,
are
going
going
to
to
be
take
really
down the
hard.
TC.
yeah, and if the
This
other
is going to
pocket
be really,
doesn't
really
jump
hard.
in, he has only one relic
Uh,
at his base. He's getting a second
Lithuanian
relic.
is booming. Lithuanian has put two stables. He's going to play mini boom.
And
So
a
he's
forward castle here coming from Zaire. Let's
okay.
see if he's gonna get any conversions here. Okay, what? All five monks converting one conch? And that's bad. Okay, now he has shifted his focus.
The castle will go up. There's
Yep.
no question over there. The castle will
That
go up.
castle will go up, but it is only denying one gold right now.
Mm.
It's enough. I think it's
There
in a
might be
very
a
good
follow
position.
up castle as well after this.
It's in a very good position. I
It is
will
So
in a
not.
good position, I'll agree, but right now the eco is on Bohemian side. So if they're able to go up faster than this
Yep.
guy's Zara,
Yep. Yep.
then he can still pull it off.
I mean, the problem with Bohemians is once these Kongs get into the base, what is he gonna do? He just lost all his conversions here.
I think he has skirmishers to defend himself. I think that should be fine.
I
They're not
think
even elite scums, they're just
I
scums.
think the food monks will take care of everything.
Okay,
Are we
finally,
going to see the food monks?
So what do we see on the other end? So
other
we can
end.
see a siege from Cumans, Capt Ram.
Uh,
See, literally the castle is doing nothing. It's a
Yeah,
very poor
exactly.
placement.
I think the game is over at this point. I don't think
Let's see how this gonna,
they can.
because Pocket is finally making knights, and there are a couple of Kongs from Pocket too. Sorry, monks. Maybe he may get few conversions.
So my
Articuno
concern,
should just run back now with few wheels and make a
yep,
safe town center
he
somewhere.
should, yep, yep, because the Nightmask from humans cannot be matched by Lithu.
So if
Mm.
you see, this guy is making a lot of capped ramps, and that is going to take out all these defensive structures so fast,
Oh yes.
and they have no defense for that.
Yep, I think this way Lithuanians are forced to play heavy castle edge,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
forcing them to, he cannot click up. He
Yeah, and the
needs to
But
play
Kong's
four.
also going to his base now. It's gonna
yeah,
distract him a bit.
He needs to play four stables or three stables continuous night pumping so that he should
And
be
a big
able
fight
to.
happening here at Articuno's base. Few conversions happening too. Janissary is trying to do their best. And
Janissaries are useless.
let's see what's gonna happen
Turks,
here. Okay, he's losing knight
uh,
numbers here.
see, if you ask me, Turks
Mm.
had so many options, but going Castle Edge versus Saracen, I would say is the worst. He could have just played crossbows into cavalry archer maybe, or
Mm,
something which can save him on the feudal.
yeah,
That's it.
and
It's
it's a massacre here. He's gonna lose all the
yep,
knights,
yep.
and all
The queen has
the houses are gone too for Articuno. I think probably he's house capped, and the monks
yeah.
are, yeah, just harassing the crap out of old friend.
so right now all the reinforcement is also engaged.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have a very
This
tough
is
time
very
for.
brutal
I
game.
think
This is
the game would be purely dependent on how Bohemians
And
is planning to
it all
push.
it all depends, yeah, right, exactly, yeah. If Bohemians can push Spanish back, that will put a lot of pressure on Petrol, so that
That
he'll
yeah. So
have to
see,
bring all his
Spanish
army.
Spanish literally doesn't have anything versus Halber and Ofnis. They cannot go. Uh, uh, they don't get Onegar, is it? They only have Mangonel, correct? Or do they get
Mm.
Onegar?
I think they get
So
on Agar.
okay. So but what would you do? Like Hofnis
You
and
won't be able
Halber.
to do anything.
In
There'll be a
humans will
lot.
not be able to do anything from the pocket unless they're switching to champ. So
so
Mm.
right
it's like which
now how I
gets.
would like to play this game is I would like to push on the purple side and let
Hmm.
Zarab hold for as long as possible. He has like multiple castles defending his base. He just needs to buy enough time for the other side to end the game.
So we can
Yeah.
already see a lot of siege workshops being built by him, and also ranges. Okay, that's interesting.
I think he'll
Rangers, I
be
think,
going.
is a bad move here by old friend. He could
Okay.
just go Kongs, sorry, I mean Halbs, and try to get Kongs with those Hofnis.
Yep.
But man, on the other side, it's just brutal. Now they'll all patrols, knights running, and
So
P4
many
is
knights. Yep.
trying to match up with those knights. Even though, I mean, he has what,
Has anyone
plus
clicked
five
Imperial?
plus five
Okay.
attack.
Teal,
Yes.
Teal and Blue have clicked Imperial.
So Wildling,
Status.
Hmm.
will old friend be able to defend? I am bad at this game.
I
Yeah.
mean, the way I'm looking right now will be slightly difficult.
The Saracens is almost Imperial. So I don't think he would be able to do something about it.
Arctic,
Saracens,
see, I
Needs to
mean,
Saracens
do
will
it.
one three this
these
game.
knights, they have plus five attack. So
Okay. How many
probably,
relics? Four relics?
probably yes,
Three relics. Three
three
relics.
relics plus five attack. So I mean, one bad fight here, this complete army will get annihilated.
Yeah, he will need a castle to defend himself because he's
Yeah,
just buying time for
and
them
he
to
has
get
enough
converted
knights
into.
to engage in this fight.
Okay.
So I think these guys,
Um.
Shaheens, they need to just buy the time
Mm-hmm.
so that they reach Imperial Age
Well,
and they can.
look at this, man. This is not looking good here. But yeah, still old friend is trying his best to.
That Ram was from Teal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That was one random Ram.
No,
I
two
think that
rams.
is. I think that is just to distract. to do
Mm-hmm.
something about the trap or something
I mean,
because he has a.
still, skirmishes, not even elite skirms. And like, how is he gonna defend if it's just skirms?
So here
Five.
we have, so here we have three people from Shaheen's team in him. On the
Mm-hmm.
other side, we have only red.
Yeah,
So I think it will
but
be very
look,
hard for.
looking at the resources, Armbad is gonna click up soon, and Articuno is nowhere, anywhere close to clicking up. So it's gonna be 1v2 on this side, and it all comes down to old friend, how fast he can push now.
Yeah. So looking at eco, old friend has very solid eco,
Mm,
almost same as the green that is pocket of
yeah.
Shaheen.
So
So he should be able to.
look at Elo's army. Oh god, that's actually crazy amount of military for around 40 knights here. If they catch this these crossbows, they are gonna get screwed, and they are gonna run into the castle, and like he might lose half the army here. Okay, that's actually good reaction by Windshield Viper. He looks at it and then leaves immediately. But
Wilding a crazy question for you.
yeah, but like before that, let's have a look at this crazy fight. He's gonna lose all this military here, and they just turned into
No, he's
herbal.
not going to lose this military. It is a very good fight for blue because the yellow army is divided.
Yeah, I mean, like he's
It was,
gonna flank, but yeah, let's see how many kills he's gonna get here. And yeah, patrols, few knights are gonna be a good distraction here, and he might end up losing half of the army here.
but that is a big loss for yellow. Before reaching him, he is losing a major chunk of his army.
Yeah, I mean, like he just wanted to be sure that he does something, but yeah, he did now. So I think yeah, it is okay straight. If that army would have gone back, Archikina would
That
be
is right.
dead. So
Yeah.
maybe that's the reason why he went on.
So the late imp call made by Ambad at this game worked out in his favor. He was able to clean up the army,
Mm-hmm.
and we can see Spain is just massing hussars and trying to take out um, anything possible. Like he's
Yep.
expecting archers from Bohemians.
So,
He's expecting all the skirms, right? Still, there is no
Yep.
half switch, and I don't see a lot of
Yep.
halves too. I mean, not many
Mm.
barracks. He's going for barracks now. Finally.
And playing on his side is not a good call, I would say,
Mm,
because you can defend with hoofness. Okay, you can literally defend with hoofness. You don't
yep,
need anything else. But
so the
who's going
longer
to
this
save
game
Turks?
goes, it goes more in favor of BD because
absolutely.
in terms of setting up the trade will go up so much faster
Uh,
than the opponent.
yeah, look at the trade now
The
already. They are
markets,
setting up the markets already,
their markets are already up.
and
Zan,
Shaheens are also like setting up the markets now. But now, I mean, these guys have
So,
to push here. They can't just sit and wait for the show.
so Shaheens are on a big timer now.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
they cannot end the game within like next 15 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
it will be a very hard game for them to win
Absolutely.
from that.
did he just lose all the cavaliers there? What
Yeah,
did he lose? Okay.
and
Mhm.
yeah, Petrol just lost all of his cavaliers, and now the
Oh,
problem here is gonna be Lithuanians with those three relics at base, that extra attack. Uh, it's not gonna be good for humans or even for those herbalists.
That's
So the
Saracens,
paladin.
Saracens, Saracens have the edge right now because of the human, playing
Hmm.
on their side. So I think he should be fine. He's not. I don't think he should be
Yep.
really be bothered about the
Uh,
kind of. And we saw that the first batch of paladins went on the other side.
hmm.
So
so right now Green has 40 paladins, and that
yep,
is really, really scary.
yep.
If
Yep.
they put the pressure right now, it's game over.
Yep. And also, finally that Hofni's research is coming for Bohemian player. That's actually
Hoofness,
quite,
let's go.
but that's actually quite delayed, right? So that should have been the first thing he should have prioritized and get like halberdier upgrades. But
Actually, it is a very expensive tech to get. So
hmm
it is very hard to get the tech early on. So you need to have that resource pool. So he had to
mm,
like do that initial push and invest all those resources into like getting steel out of his base. So that
yeah.
was the first priority. Hence the delay occurred.
Now finally, Paladin upgrade coming for P4. He has around 30 Cavalier just
Oh
sitting
my
at
God.
Articuno space.
That is just double the number of paladins green has. I don't care if they have four relics. Double is scary.
Yep. So 10 Paladins here for green. I mean, the trade is already up and running for both the teams. Now the question is, can Articuno survive? So he's already trying to expand, run away from his base. He has sent few villagers outside, but the Saracen player is slowly pushing into his base.
But I'm wondering, what
Hmm.
will Arctic, do at this point after losing the castles?
I mean, that's
At
the
this,
thing, right? Like, I don't see why he's still at his base. Like, he should have left long back with all those wills. Now he's gonna lose wills and his army too.
other than cab archers, I don't see any other option for
Yeah.
Artigan over here.
And finally, the paladin upgrade is gonna kick in, and all this army is gonna get wiped out. And again, the military is not together. All this initial, okay, there's 36 paladins from green and 30 paladins from P4.
No,
Yeah,
that is
it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt
Yeah,
them.
and also that plus 5 attack. Not all paladins are working, but yeah, still.
but again,
Hmm.
these paladins, Green's paladins are backed up by Blue's archers.
Yeah,
But the same
Solar
backup
Paladins
is
are
not available for
Lithuanian.
yeah.
That is
So
true.
we are going to see a Hofni's push on the other side.
Yeah.
By the way, what do you think? Old paladins with actual +4, would they have done something? Would they have a chance over here?
Um
I don't think so.
I think he needs to mix the Hussars with Paladins. I think just having Paladins is not going to be good enough. I think he needs to mass up the numbers, have a defensive
Hmm.
castle behind, buy time. That's the most important thing.
Oh wow!
And
Look at
losing.
the trade of this guy Teal already on 24 cards.
24
Already
cards.
done.
Yeah, but again, look at
How
old friend. He's slowly pushing. So soon, Zaira will definitely call for help.
I was expecting this from BD side because they get 80% faster market as a team bonus. So the trade should have kicked in much faster.
So we can see the Arbalest and Paladins proceeding forward.
Now the problem is, I mean, c- can he get back into the game? And we can already see Viper is going for heavy camel research, and maybe this army, complete army, is gonna get wiped out here.
Mm. Wow,
Oh man,
this is a
that's just a massacre.
that is a
Oh
very
god,
good fight from
yeah.
yellow.
And look at that, all winged hussars. He's like, okay, I'm just gonna throw more units.
Yeah, Winged
That's
Hussars, I think they do
pretty
a
good.
very
Yeah.
solid bonus if you have.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed, Lithuanians have lost their bonus.
Oh, okay, he's lost that
So
Relics. Oh
monastery.
man. Yeah.
presence of mind from blue to snipe the monist.
Yeah, it's actually smart move.
Really well played from.
Hmm. And here the push. I don't know what happened. It didn't. It's not moving forward now.
We
So
see another castle at purple space. That is ballsy. I would say that is super ballsy.
he is not giving up. Like it's like okay, fine. I'm
This
gonna
base is
hold.
mine. This base is mine.
Yeah, and like
Yeah, like this guy is like playing real estate. My जगह यहाँ पे मैं मेरा land guardian. This is my space. I'm going to put a board there. You say this property belongs to me. I can see something
Yep.
like that from purple. But what he's doing, I would say it's not a bad idea. He's just trying to, make sure that, let's say, if purple is moving out all his villages and is leaving that base, just
Mm.
imagine what would happen to,
Yeah,
just imagine something happening to,
and
every army will literally go to P4's base. Every army will be like reaching to P4's base, and we can see
But
some
mm,
uh,
camels.
but I
We can
think
see
now
camels,
it will be like super hard for
Lithuanian to
yellow.
hold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
there's
because
no gold.
camels,
camels are
Turk camels are very strong.
And also the trade isn't that strong from Team BD.
okay. So we are seeing Turk camels, or we are seeing Saracen camels?
Saracen camels.
Saracen, sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Saracen camels.
So
And
there
they
is
get
a
20 extra
Hoofness. Okay,
HP
the
and they
Hoofness.
get a unique tech for extra 20
Yeah,
HP.
yep, yep. They are like 150 HP
they're
camels.
they're
They need
basically Sasta Indian camels.
yeah. No, I think Saracen camels are better than Indian
Oh
camels.
god, this side it's not
uh,
looking good for old friend. Like he has lost
Ouch.
several Hofnes there.
That is some
He
friendly
lost
fire
like two,
based
three.
things.
It's a. I think he would
Wow,
need.
that's
He just needs to leave those
Yeah, just
Hyperius.
yeah, just send them
Yeah,
forward.
just
Let
put
them
them
die.
on
It's
investing
fine.
mode. Yeah, you just need to spam them. You just need to micro the hoofness, not the helps. He's microing the helps. Somebody tell him he shouldn't do it.
well, I would say it is a very nice hold
Yeah.
from
By Spain,
yellow.
yes, yes.
From
I think
yellow.
from Spain as well on this end, he's holding Bohemians with these
He's
units.
literally carrying the team on his back, like fighting
Mm,
two players for so long.
Yeah,
We
I
have
think
to
he's
mm-hmm.
give it
just
to.
yeah. I'm bad as this
Definitely.
game is just showing that how good he is with this game. So
And now Articuno has clicked up to Imperial Age. Maybe he can do something.
they don't have a trade.
They don't
So
have
because
trade.
of yeah,
Yeah.
so trade is going to hurt. Lithuanians might be forced to switch to halves, or Bohemians might be asked to put few
And
barracks aside.
okay, this is now the paladins from Zarya
See,
has cleaned.
you see now you see that right? Why it's important to spam halves. How many barracks he has? Like five,
Yeah.
six, six, seven. But the
He
units are not
didn't.
gone.
Yeah. True. Now he is finally spamming that.
Yeah. Spain is playing a wait game. It's like, you know what? I have the gold with me. I'll just wait
Mm,
for you to invest a bit, and
mm.
he's playing smart.
Do you see a
Uh,
comeback
No,
from Team BD
No,
from
no,
this
no.
this
point?
It is
looks this
impossible.
looks over because they're not
The
pushing.
the trade for
The only chance was Bohemians pushing Spain. That would have
Mm.
forced humans to play this side. If that is not happening, it's pretty much over. Lithuanians has not got civilization to play versus
And
them.
Articuno losing a lot of villages here again. He's trying to build a castle, and a lot of villages were just standing there and doing nothing.
I think
And
that has been the story of the today's this game, right? Articolo using the
out.
villages,
mm,
losing the castle. This has been the story of this game.
That
yeah.
is
So
a very very sad castle for like this is the final nail in the coffin. Like you cannot trade from this point onward.
it's like
Yeah, it's
when
over. Yeah. Let's see if they're gonna call it or if they're gonna still
no,
somehow try to.
I see a GG call coming in because there is no trade. That's the worst thing. And Spain has like fully kicked in.
Hmm.
Uh, Spain really doesn't care about you can just spam paladins,
Yeah.
siege rams and bombard cannons. That's the kind of economy Zaryab has.
And there
I
you
think
go.
So
Zaryab
GG's
has
called.
made up. Yeah, Zaryab has made up for the last game's mess he had done.
Yep.
He has literally made up for that game. So we can see
I
a
would
1-1.
say it was a mess from Zaria. He played previous game also very well. It was unfortunate that the pressure on pocket was very high, but
Mm.
I would still not say it's unfortunate. I would say, yeah, come on, you playing one TC with losing your second TC on Woodline. Do you still want to have an argument on that? Like both the flanks doing the same thing. Come on, man. That's not unfortunate. That is pure blunder. But this game they made it up. Like they made sure the flaws are like clean and one end held, the
Yep.
other end made sure feudal archers, damaging Turks. I think
Seems
the third game is going to be very interesting because I see the 1-1 and the map is going to be Surma. So we can see Magyars now on the field
yep.
So this
along
is
with,
going to be a very interesting matchup because
yep,
I want to see how Poles play on Surma.
Surma,
mm,
okay, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting matchup.
Poles. You'll need a few. Okay, Poles, yes. Poles is a very,
Different, Sif.
yep,
Because
Poles.
I've mostly seen polls being played on like closed maps where they get that time to get the economy going, get the castle down, get the text down, and then they go wild. But in like aggressive maps, I've seen sieves like Magyars, sieves like Lithuanian, where you have some eco bonus and you can just go early all in.
Oh, they don't have Surma map. Do you have Surma map with you?
Uh,
Uh, just check it out, na, quickly.
one sec. I'll have to check.
Gonna be a bit unfortunate thing to see no Surma map.
But it can be easily downloaded from the mod
Okay,
section.
Surma, any reason? I think we have seen that map in the ranked ladder, but we don't get to see those anymore, is it?
Uh,
Uh,
I don't
no.
think so. Yeah,
It is not an official map. Surma is
Acha,
not an
okay.
official. It is a
Okay,
it's a
custom map
custom. It's a custom map. Yeah.
that we have pulled from Induscus.
okay, okay, cool. Yeah, well played, Shines. They came back well this game. Now it's equally poised. So what civilizations is left? We see Poles, we see Magyars, we see Italians, and the fourth would be Indians. No, no, Berbers. Oh, sorry, we see
Oh.
three. Okay, we don't see Berbers, is it? So we
No,
see
there's
only
no
three.
Berbers. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
so there's
Poles,
Magyars
Magyars,
and
Italians,
Italians. Ouch.
Vikings, Mongols, and Portuguese.
Ah, interesting civil
So,
flag. So we can see Portuguese pocket, Mongol and Viking flank on
I
this
want
side.
to see Vikings pocket.
hey, Dead Cops, did you find it?
No.
Where is this mod for Indus Cup map?
Uh, one sec. Let me screen share with
It
you, and
it should be with.
it will be in Indus Cup pack. It won't be here. You won't find it here. Let me show you.
Oh, he has IC. Oh, yeah, that's the one. He has.
Yeah, IC2, IC2 or IC1 map
Yeah,
pool.
Indus Cup 2.
Just, yeah. Just download that, and when you go
No,
to
no,
custom,
this guy, he has it.
okay.
So, who is hosting? So, and this is confusing. I just want to be sure that who is hosting so that I can put the team scores properly. So, AOEBD is hosting.
So two matches, guys. How do you think? I think did the game go as per your prediction? So we expected this game to be won by Shaheens, correct? Or
This
Yes.
game,
that,
yes.
yeah.
So with the
So
picks Shaheen's had, we expected a very aggressive play from them, and that is exactly what we got to see. We
so
saw total
what we are
aggressive.
seeing is like the home map was used to its best, I would say. Can we say that? Like the home map was played pretty well, played
Yeah,
well and
yeah. It
planned and
was a
executed.
very thought out strategy they had. Like they want to go aggressive early. They want to keep
I
the
think.
BD under pressure, and I think they pulled it off very well. Like on the other side, Teal was defending very well with Spain. On this side,
Hmm.
they were on time with their archers.
Yeah.
Slight misplay in terms of they could have entered purpose base earlier, but again, apart from that, they played very well.
Yep.
So now talking about Surma, my predictions are on the side
I mean,
of
it's gonna
BD.
be similar like similar playstyle like Arabia, right? So,
No, no, it is
I
very
would.
different from Arabia because
I,
they have,
I still see the team with Magyars having the edge for
yes,
some reason.
exactly.
see, the
Same.
question here is, these guys they haven't played Surma.
Uh,
I mean, both the teams. I think Shaheens might have played during IC2 practice sessions.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if Team BD would have played this map.
Okay. So even if we see it that way, we can, the team can just play thinking that it's an MR.
it is
Or maybe
not
we don't
MR.
know.
It is
They might have played it. Who knows?
Uh, they would see. You still have time to regroup. You can just open the map and see, how it is and what it looks like, and you can. I think you can improvise and make some sort of strategy.
Yeah, I
Predict something. I
I
think
can
that
show
won't be a
the.
that won't be a challenge, I guess.
but
Considering the
I
kind of
think the Sips
experience
are,
both the
yeah.
the kind of experience players both teams have, looking at a new map and strategizing, like, see, of course it's difficult to you know get on minute details, but getting the basics right would be the primary objective for the team who think they are not so good or not so sure about how to play this map. And I would say any team which is comfortable playing Sukotra should be able to play any map, any kind of open map.
Uh, but the problem here is the woodlines.
Okay.
The woodlines are very tricky on this map. So what
Mm.
happens is in Socotra, at least you have a very safe woodline. On this
True.
map, there is nothing that is safe.
Yeah. So
Your
we are
woodlines, you'll overchop.
we are
Your gold,
we are speaking about an aggressive map with the Serengeti outlook. You can say where
eh,
Serengeti also has a very less wood line, correct? So,
yes, exactly. So like this is a map that is like total crazy.
mm,
Anything can happen. Like if you're playing hyper aggressive around woodlines, your woodline can get over in 1 second. You won't even realize. One hole and it is dead. Then you have gold that is on the outskirts. You don't have any gold near your TC. So that gold pile is also like at your own risk.
so do you think towering your resources should really help you?
So
Mm,
we might
That
see a
is,
lot of towers on this map.
yes. Tower is the only way to secure your gold. But again, either you have to focus on securing your woodline or you have to focus on securing your gold. You have to make a choice.
okay.
Yeah. By the way, Wilding, how do I
Yep.
open this link that you have shared?
So you just go to AOE2.net
Okay.
and just look for the game. Just type like any player name once they start the game. and then you directly there they have the spec option.
Okay, okay. AOE2.net.
So yeah, so
Any
AOEBD
update?
has hosted.
Any any update on the game? Okay, so they've hosted it.
Hmm.
Okay, cool.
Oh, do we need to have the map as well to watch the game?
No,
Are you
we
sure?
should. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because I have the earlier version of Surmo.
Okay, because the last game I was not able to see. I think even if you don't have the map, it should be fine. You can, once you start the spectate, it would auto download the map.
Okay.
Yeah. So Wakichan is back in the team. Um,
So I feel Wacky Chan is bit uh, comfortable on the open maps, on the aggressive maps.
mhm.
Whenever I've played with him, against him, he has preferred to play much more open map style. And that's why he was swapped during the close map hideout type of scenarios. So this shows what kind of versatility Bangladesh team has. If they need someone for close map, they have someone uh, dedicated for that. If they need someone for nomad style, they must be having someone for that as well. So a very planned approach to forming this team, I see from Bangladesh side.
Okay. I can see a couple of players already in the lobby. Uh, so Archikino and I'm bad at this game. So both the players are already in the lobby.
Okay.
So Dead Cops.
Yes.
So other than towers, so what else you can do to protect your resources?
I would
Like,
say okay,
mhm,
dead cops. Okay, I think defensive wise, what you can do is wall your resources a bit and put some towers, and then probably have some spearmen guarding, because tower range archers will definitely not dare if they see too many archers.
mhm.
Sorry, if archers will never dare if they see towers, because they know that they can't do any kind of damage on you know
So
areas.
what I believe is army control and tracking is very important on this map.
Mhm.
So you need to know from which direction you're being hit. So a bit of one or two military units you keep on certain position that will act like an outpost. So if you're
Okay.
getting hit, you can move your villagers back, send your army, and then you always have to be the aggressor. If you are on the defensive, it is very hard to defend this map. You'll be getting hit on multiple fronts.
Okay. How are the resources? Are they standard or do we see less gold or something like that?
So the resources on this is, so there is a ring of tree in the central area,
Mm-hmm.
and over there you find a lot of deers. So usually people, what they do is they make their military buildings in the central area, so that it is much easier for them to secure the resources. As I said, tracking is important. Hence,
Okay.
where the military building is, you can secure that area much
Okay.
better.
So they have
And
already
then,
started the game.
Okay.
okay, let's,
Let's see
yeah,
how the map is, and we would get a better picture. So, guys, why
Yep.
we are discussing so much about this map is so whenever we see a different map being played, the viewers are, we are also enthusiasts. We show the enthusiasm to play these maps at the same time to figure out what kind of strategy or aggression would work. So,
Hmm.
this is something which most of us would like to try something new, something different, rather than playing the regular maps. I think we are, one of those players. Like pretty much I've seen in the D version of Age of Empires, at least. Like people are very happy to try new things. So Soma is like one of those maps, guys. Like we hardly would have played it unless you have played those Indus Cups or something. But for yes, anybody below 1400, 1300, this would be like an very interesting map and a lot of things to learn. So let's see how this turns out. So do we have the save positions? Do we see that?
Not yet.
Okay.
I just downloaded the map. I'm not able to find
Okay.
the lobby again.
Okay. I can see there's a countdown of 2 minutes inside the game. So as expected, Portuguese pocket with Vikings and Mongols as flanks. Zariab is going to play the pocket. Rakit Chan is going to play Pole's flank with Artico Italian's flank. I am bad at this with Magia's pocket on the other side. So
this is very
interest.
interesting to see Portuguese as pocket.
Yep.
Usually, either you see Mongols or you see um, some other capsule. But
Hmm.
Portuguese, they have a very good archer bonus as well, getting a discount 20% on gold. And if you see Scout uh, of Mongols, they can do 18 pop scouts and all those kind of different stats where you
Yep.
can go aggressive very early on
But you
and
also
try to get.
mentioned about the hunt being far, right? So there's no bonus.
It's exactly in the middle.
Okay, so it's like if
Yes.
your hunt is that far, how do you think Mongols will be able to use that bonus of 18 pop if you're unable to push the deers?
So in on this map, you don't have to push the deer if you put the mills in the center,
Mm-hmm.
and around that you put your barracks, and around that you put your military buildings.
Okay.
So you don't have to put farms for a very long time. You have a
So,
very good food source for a very good time.
so you should be able to wall your woodline along with the deers. Are you trying to say that?
Yes.
I mean, make your buildings close so that you can protect your
Yeah.
villages.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's one possibility.
So gold is the biggest challenge on this map because
Mm-hmm.
gold is on the outer side. The center is food, outside is gold. So outer circle of tree, and then there is very very exports patches of gold.
So technically, you play trash, then you switch to gold army because
Yes,
you can't play gold army direct.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So the game is starting, guys.
Yep.
So out of all the games, I believe the first game that happened, it is going to be a very repeat kind of a scenario where both the teams are going crazy, doing base trades, doing woodline trades.
So
We are going to have
yeah,
a fun on this one.
This
look at
map
the
is
map.
good.
Yes. So yeah, let's have
Oh,
a quick look at the team positions, right? So this time we have Petrol playing as flank, Vikings, and Windshield Viper playing as pocket, Mongols, and on top we have Zarya playing in teal as Portuguese. The other side versus Zarya, we
okay.
have.
Looks like I
Uh
had
huh.
the game reading wrong. We have Portuguese flank, Mongols pocket, Vikings flank. So I think
Yeah,
I read the other way around.
yeah.
Then we see Polish pocket. No, Polish flank, Magyar pocket, Italian flank. So Italian versus Portuguese going to be a bit interesting. Italian have a bit of edge when it comes to age up. And
I
They
think
are
I think
the
it is
Drush
a
man
bit
at arms
even.
work. Drush man at
Then
arms work.
Yeah,
Drush.
it sort of depends. If you can find the position of the wood line, you
Oh,
can it
there
you
is
can
no
actually
way you can wall the resources.
you cannot.
So so
There's
the
always a
problem with
hole.
Drush is so the problem with Drush and Man at Arms is you have to send your villager very far off. So the
Okay,
timing gets disturbed a bit.
Hmm.
okay,
You don't have deers to push and extra like it is a bit harder. So straight
okay,
archers and these kind of stats they work slightly better
okay.
on
So
this
we
map.
are expecting straight archers and some tower defense and heavy scouts
Yep.
from both.
Yeah, very heavy scouts, very heavy.
Okay, so let's see who have the. And I would say everyone have a TC on a small gold patch, which is
That's just
good.
one tile goals.
Yeah, and that
Yeah,
is
I
also
think
I think 200 gold. If I'm
200
200
missing.
gold.
goal just to
Oh,
advance to
Yeah,
next stage.
so technically it's saying that okay, if you eat this gold, you will reach Castle Age.
yeah.
Yep.
And
If
then
not,
look at the outside. Look at the outside. Look at how
Oh,
aggressively you have to play around the goal. Yeah.
oh man.
so either you
This
have to drop your thesis there or make towers and then mine that gold and stone.
And the boards are placed.
Oh, and the lame petrol is
Yep,
laming
yep.
oh
Vaki
my
Chan.
God.
And Vaki
Yes.
Chan
This
Scout is gonna come back, and let's see. This is the first time lame we are seeing in this
if
game.
if he's able to take this board to his pocket, that would be a
A
like handicap.
disaster, yes.
Yeah, the
And yeah,
board looks.
Windshield Viper is also gonna join the party. It's gonna be okay. The boar stopped, and is it gonna be Viper who is gonna take the boar back?
Yeah,
Oh
looks
yes,
like.
he is gonna take the boar back. Man, this continuous harassment. Oh, it's not
This
looking.
is rough. This is rough. Now if this guy is leaving, purple will be hit by blue.
Oh boy.
Blocked by blue. Sorry.
Uh, okay. I think they're using the Portuguese bonus at its best.
Ouch. But
Oh.
I think
Portuguese
this is
bonus,
going to
no?
hurt.
See, that's what, no? Like they're
Yes.
using the team line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, the Allied Vision. They're using it at their best. So just Green saw that he's trying to lure the boar, and Blue has an idle villager, Viking. So
And
we
what?
see.
And I mean, if you look at Vaki-chan, he's already down with a lot of food. He doesn't have a board, and he might struggle to click up
Does this map single boar? Does this map have a single boar?
No, it has two boards.
two
Oh,
boards.
okay, cool. Okay, nice.
Ouch. Ouch.
That okay, almost. So yeah, we can see already one side is gonna struggle, and on the other side,
Vikings can go man at arms, correct? Because of the extra HP, even the drush would work.
By
Um,
the way, I don't think Baki Chan has played polls a lot because he's forgetting the bonus that
yeah,
around the yeah.
mill.
There is this area around Mill and TC where you can place the farm very safely
yep,
and get the bonus at the same
yep,
time.
yep. I think he could have used three farms within
Yeah,
that TC range. Two
that
at
is like
least. Two to
that
three.
is
Three
like
3 farms actually. Yeah,
34 extra food he
yeah,
would have had.
yeah. Free food.
Yeah, free food. Not free food, like you're getting it instantly.
Yeah, that's what. It's free food. It's like the moment you put the farm, you get the
Mm-hmm.
food. It's like free food.
And now he is
Not
It,
doing that.
so
okay.
it is
That's
so actually it is deducted from the farms as well. So
he
in that
yeah, but that's cool, right? So when I say free food, he has to farm. He's having that food ready.
sense.
So we see feudal already by windshield wiper. Another tide build order show by windshield wiper. Applause for him to do that again and again. So we have a competition for this tide build order thing. Like we have seen him doing it consistently. Don't you
But
agree,
again,
guys?
but again,
And Articuno
if you
loses his scout to town center, man. This is bad. And yeah, the Drush is not Drush. Menatams is
Mm.
here already. I mean, if those Menatams get into the wood line, it's gonna be at least one or two wheels easily
But I
for
think
It's volatile. The woodland is
Volleyball.
volatile. Woodland is volatile for him.
If he reacts in time.
He has to. He has houses, right? So pretty
Hmm.
sure he would see that, and
So
he's
again
taking
talking
the.
about tight build orders.
that's
See, if
actually
you're playing,
four Menatams from Articuno. This is gonna be
oh,
interesting. Let's see how quick
Uh,
oh,
Zaryab is gonna
out,
be. No,
out,
oh god,
Out
no. Okay,
we are,
one
we are.
house. Nope.
he's lost. He's
Nope.
lost it.
Oh man, easily three wins there.
Okay,
If okay,
They didn't.
not
He didn't
even
lose
one,
it.
just the
They,
house.
he didn't lose it.
And now
I
he's
think
gonna struggle for wood.
he's gonna survive with the stragglers for some time till he has at
Mm.
least 4 or 5 archers. I think
but
till
again
that.
he can take it from the outside circle as well. There is another wood
Now
line.
we can see one more strategy here. You know where the woodline is. Just send a villager forward to tower their woodlines, maybe or through the hunt, because there is no, uh,
Yeah, actually you
wild
can tower
animals.
the wood. Yep. And
Yeah,
also, like, if you can get to, I mean, you can actually go to mid. Like, none of these players are going to mid to get the deer. That's
yeah.
actually surprising. Not even the Mongol player.
I think that's not being treated as priority for now. Looking at the way the game is.
Oh, the wood line for Viper. It's abandoned.
Oh, that is
So the
Oh
man at
man, those
arms. So
Menadons are
the
doing a lot of work
Yep,
here.
yep. Man at arms did the damage on. Uh,
And
I
still,
think the
Menadams
tail
here from Petrol is gonna get
and
wiped out.
Teal and Teal did not. Zaryab did not. Uh, gave the warning signs to. He
To
didn't
the pocket,
inform.
yes.
Yeah, he didn't inform about the man at arms going to the pocket.
so. This is
That is.
why, as we discussed earlier, tracking of army is very important on this map. 1 second
Yep.
you lose track of it, and your whole
Yep.
wood line will be dead, or
And
your whole
three
gold line
archers
will be
here
dead.
are gonna get wrecked from Articuno.
And we see double scouts, one from Poles and one from Magyars. So Mongols are going to find extremely hard. Mongol is
Mm.
sort of tripled now because his
And
one set of scouts
this
is
is
going to
one
be.
map where double scout is pretty good
So
if
I
you can pull it off.
so I think those archers that he lost to the skirms, I would have preferred them at his wood line, Green's wood line, and try
Yeah.
to get those
Man
manatams
at
out of
arms,
the.
yeah. But
Okay.
yeah,
The
he's already shifting to the wood line at the
the
back.
stragglers, the stragglers, they are not even wood lines. They're just stragglers.
Stragglers, yeah.
And look at the Viking. Look at Viking's gold mine behind. I would say it's very. I would say Petrol has
So
used some
looking
of his
uh,
experience, having a safe
oh,
forward
again,
lane.
oh man, look, oh god, this is gonna be a massacre here. So there's scouts, there's skirms.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
So
So
we are seeing
Zyrab is gonna get tripled. He's tripled here, and those skirms are gonna go down pretty fast. And Viper's army is not here on time. But man, this is not looking good for Zyrab now.
this is
Yeah,
a very
Zaire.
interesting strat we are seeing, like double scout from
Yep. And we have seen it in Indus Cup, but I think it didn't
Look,
work out
look
there.
at look at look at the confidence. He's like, I know Vikings is going to make archers, so what I'll be doing is I'll just put tower on my
Oh
wood line
man,
and I will
look
make
look at the
scouts.
bait here. So the scouts are still here from P4, but Viper scouts are not in position. So that's gonna cause a lot of idle time here for Zaira.
And look at those smart wood line, smart walling from
finally
Articono.
Green gets those manatams cleared from his base by
Oh,
I
patrol.
think, yep. No, I think yeah, Petrol got it done. Mongol should, take this wood line back. I know he is.
So
yeah.
Excuse me. He's
so the
damaged a
early
little bit.
advantage that Mongols had is now like almost lost, and
Mm-hmm.
Magyars has like picked up that whole pace where they have the extra attack, where they can get armor and can get bloodlines and have cheaper
Yep.
scouts. So I
And
think
a
So
lot of
we
this will
have
be very
skirms.
hard game for.
Viking sending archers forward. These guys have
Oh
not
man,
figured out.
Can we have a look at what is happening in the bottom side? Blue is trying to harass purple.
And
Yep.
purple, meanwhile, is going to scout blue's gold, which is hidden.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Okay, he's nicely walled it up with double mining camps. So yeah, he's gonna be fine for now.
This is some interesting designer
Yeah.
walls. I really like the concept
uh,
of that.
it's a good strategy there. But yeah, this complete army from Zairab is gonna get wiped out. And now the scouts here at Viper's base, they are just running right and left and killing villages wherever they can.
So, do we have a tower on purple's wood line? And
Not
Yeah.
yet. We see a tower by purple on his own wood line to save,
yeah,
and I think blue has noticed it, so he's going to go to pocket. So the plan would be to harass, and
again,
purple has
again, look
Wacky
at
has proactively put a tower on his gold and stone behind P4's base. So
look at the
there's a
formation on Archer. By the way, blue
yeah,
Archer. Look at the formation. Four
yeah.
spears and surround.
Oh,
It's
yes.
a
So
bot
yeah,
form.
so they're gonna force a tower here. Once the tower goes up, they might leave the area. But yeah,
Yeah.
he gets a will, maybe probably two wills,
No,
just one
no
will.
damage.
He got one will there.
Oh,
But
one
he's
will.
forced the
Uh,
tower. He's
he
forced the
forced
tower.
the tower, yes.
That denies two TCs, so which
But
is good.
now here it's gonna be a big problem for Articuno. Like he should definitely call for help.
The scouts have no upgrades, mind you guys. So we are not seeing any upgrades on the scout.
There are a lot of
And
scouts here in the middle running from P4. He should just go and help his teammate. He doesn't have any.
now we would see P2's woodline getting cleaned up because Archers is attacking back and forth. And okay, finally P4 has seen it.
By the
P1
way,
is
does this remind you of something that happened earlier? Deja
And
vu types.
P1 has a lot of idle time, by the way, guys, and is almost reaching Castle Age. Petrol has played a good game so far. I mean,
yeah.
and is after taking the damage, or
And at the
for
same
some
time,
reason,
Waki-chan has clicked up too, and P4 also clicked up. It's gonna be like two cavalry versus one castle age unit. That to art,
But
that to crossbows.
oh wow,
Waki-chan will definitely need a
this
castle.
is this is going to be very rough. Blue being in Castle Age
See, I
or
mean,
not?
blue, he can, let's say he can go like forward with some 10 crossbows, but there will be a lot of scouts from P4 and P6, and also like with full upgrades. So he will
He is
definitely lose his military.
he is given good idle time. So would be
Oh
interesting
wow,
to
Mm.
see.
oh wow, that was a huge damage. Like look at the
Oh.
pop. Red is at 30 wills and yellow is at 30. Like these
And
guys are playing
blue,
really well.
yes.
Ouch! Now Tilly is getting hit on his woodline.
This is like tit for tat. Okay,
Uh,
my
Teal,
time now. But
Teal
yeah,
is Teal. I think Zarya would have realized that he needs a TC this time. He cannot play single TC. At least he realizes that this game.
So this is the
yeah.
craziness of map. Like you look
So you're forced to
elsewhere
make a
for
town
1 second.
center.
We see a pike. We see pikemen from Vikings, which is a good call considering both the
Mm,
flank and pocket are going to play knight. So we see pikemen, which
Actually,
is good.
Viking pikemen are pretty strong in Castle Age. They get
Yeah,
extra HP, 20%
yeah.
now, even stronger than before.
but
So
like
that is
the main problem here is like all the
66
players from
HP,
BD are in castle. Sooner,
66 HP pikeman is having more HP than a halb, which is 60 HP.
so like
yes.
all the players from BD are in castle age. So sooner or later they're gonna have more advantage. Still, pocket like Viper hasn't clicked up and Zaidab hasn't clicked up. So that's gonna be a huge disadvantage for Shaheens.
But
And
Zainab is
Shaheens,
in
although if they can get through this time, they have an eco lead right now.
I mean, they have an
but
eco lead, but it's not that much.
Zaryav
Uh,
has lost a lot, right? So look at how his villagers are chopping wood. They are like,
See, now look at the idle time Viper is having. Like, knights are just running
that
everywhere
is
and
an
picking up
insane
wills.
long distance relationship with woodlines.
It's
it's not
just a
going
lot
to
of
work out.
idle time.
Yeah, it's not
It's
going to
pretty
work out.
bad.
His gold is going to get exposed. Yeah, the light cavalry
So,
from
Now again, Blue is
now,
going to do a lot of damage
see, now
to.
Articuno is
he's
just
gonna
picking up
lose.
villages
He's
wherever
gonna
he
lose
can.
8 villagers on his gold.
Oh god,
8.
man. So yeah, they're gonna catch up this wills. Oh boy. So this is gonna be pretty bad for Zaidap. He won't be able to get back, or maybe even click up.
Now,
And the ballistics is coming for petrol.
So looking at
uh,
this game, I think Shaheen was not really prepared for this map and was like
Mm-hmm.
totally caught off guard. Where like,
Yeah.
but as we can see, Bangladesh had a very clear strategy in their mind, what they need to do, how
Mm-hmm.
to use the man at arms, and how to play defensively around like the aggression.
Yep.
yeah, the tight build order is not working for Mongols. It has loosened
it
up
would
their game.
it would have
Look,
worked,
look at the way he's cutting his wood line. He's
Now
not
look
even
at
gone
the
for gold.
scouts here at his base. His gold is gonna get denied. All the pikemen are gonna go. Not even pikes, spearmen. They're
Yeah,
crossbows. They're gonna just sit here and clean
by the
as
way,
many
can
as
you show
wills.
how many stables these guys have?
two stables.
Two
So
stables for
two stable for Vakichan and one two stable for
Oh,
P4.
we see a GG call from
Yeah.
King.
yeah, it is actually pretty much over. Down to 21 wills, 20
Mm-hmm.
wills, 32. Yeah. But again, it was a very interesting game.
Yep. I
So
mean, it's just the map control right on this
yeah.
specifically.
Yep. But just
So
looking at the timing itself shows that you need to be very. I think timings really didn't make much difference because the team on the other side they had like 10 minutes feudal and 9.5 minute, which is like regular. Whereas I
so
think
on this map, what I think is, if you're prepared, if you know what to do, then your timing matters. But
mm,
if you're like playing the map for the first time, it is obviously like the timings are going to not
why
really impact that much.
Petrol had so much eco in the villagers, like looks like he could
Mm.
have clicked up in another 2 3 minutes. So it's the kind of eco they had. I think the coordination between Zariab and Viper sort of didn't go
Was
as
slightly
they
off. Yep.
yeah, because they were getting 2 by 1 most of the times, or
But I
probably
think
3 by 1 or
Mongols,
3 by 1.
I think Mongols could have committed a bit harder onto scouts,
Early
gone three
scouts,
stables and like
yeah, probably they could have eaten some deer from the middle, have those
yeah,
upgrades on the scouts, and then do
yeah,
some heavy feudal attack. This way, you are keeping two of the set of scouts occupied, giving time for Viking to snipe the eco and allow Portuguese as well. I think Zariab again struggled with the woodline story.
Mm-hmm.
I think he would definitely think about his yeah, even though he was able to maintain the time, but when you know that when you see that there is army, when you see I'm not sure if he saw the man at arms coming. Uh, is it because he lost a scout under TC or something like that?
I think that was a bit of a communication gap from
Okay,
Shaheen's team that
okay,
those Manitams should have been tracked 100% because
yep,
four Manitams are very deadly if they get into your wood line, and
yep,
that is where I think most of the game got turned. The pocket was behind, he couldn't make farms, he was behind in food, the scout numbers started lagging.
yep.
So that was a mistake from Shaheen's team.
Okay. So we see this, team Bangladesh moving to the next round, which is going to Be Wilding, you have to tell us who are they going to
So they're
play with.
gonna play versus Retribution,
Oh,
and
okay.
Markor Gang are gonna play versus Mohenjo-daro, and all these games are gonna happen tomorrow because tomorrow is the deadline to finish semifinals.
Okay.
So I think tomorrow's games will be very interesting, comparing Mohenjo-daro and Markhor gang, like very very close that side. And when we talk about Retribution and AOEBD, that is also going to be very interesting matchup.
I think AOE has shown that, elo doesn't matter, team game matters.
I think they had very thought out plan for
Yeah, I
whatever
mean,
maps they were comfortable with. They came with a strategy and they executed it well.
so because if we look at the average elo for the tourney, right? So we are looking around average of 1700,
Yeah,
right? 1740 or
yeah.
something. And here, if we look at Team Bangladesh, they have an average of probably 1600, not
I
more.
think I think AOE BD is the only team that has the average and the median
Yeah,
close to 1700.
yep,
if
yep.
you
And
if you are that stats junkie.
yeah, no, no. See, what I'm trying to tell us is like elo really doesn't matter. I think if you're coordinating well as a team, it should really, get your game up. Like you should have the right plan, taking the right fights. Um,
Yep.
I think Hideout was not the kind of game which they wanted. Also, they didn't plan well for Hideout, but they prepared for their home map very well. So and they're going to pose a good challenge to the teams they're going to play with. So tomorrow we will have some interesting matches, guys. So thanks for having me and Red Cops Wildly.
So thanks
So it was
for joining, man. It was really fun casting with you both.
yeah, yeah, it was fun to
So
give some views about the game. No views, uh, but
It was a pretty interesting series. Had fun
yeah,
talking to
it
War
it didn't
Daddy and Wilding.
it didn't look
Had
like
great
the
fun.
game was one-sided in any of the games. Like we were not sure that at least after a certain point of time, at least we had to wait at least 20-22 minutes to figure out that which team has an upper hand. So
That
I
mm,
is
would
true. That
say,
is true.
yeah, so 20-25 minutes of gaming, it's better than losing TC at the 27th minute, which we
yep.
saw happening. You know who I'm speaking about, Red Cops. So
By the way,
uh,
I think if
mm,
this was a best of five, we would have had all five matches.
yep,
oh
Both
yes.
of the
definitely,
both of the
definitely.
teams, they performed really well on their
Yep,
comfort maps. Like
yep.
uh, Pakistan team said, "This is my home map hideout. We are comfortable with closed maps, and we are going to kill you in that." And they did it. Then Bangladesh came back with, "We are very good with open maps, and we are going to beat you there." So they were
Yes.
very.
Yeah, that scores were just pretty close, and even the player wise and play style, they're like pretty prepared, and they knew exactly what they were doing on the
Yeah.
maps they preferred.
So I
So
think the preparedness was there. They were
yes.
not like, okay, we are going to have a match.
Hmm.
They scouted their opponents. They knew what the other team was going to do and played accordingly.
Exactly. So
Very true. Okay, I
well
think we
played,
can sign
both
off.
the teams.
Yes.
Congratulations to AOEBD. So there is already a thread for you guys. You can already start scheduling for tomorrow's semi-final games. And yeah, the
Mhm.
map draft and Civ draft. There'll be a new link for that. I'll post it in the morning. So till then, bye bye. Have a nice evening, and thanks Dead Cops and Wadaddy for being
Yeah,
here.
thanks a lot, Wilding. Yeah,
Thanks,
it was
Wildling, for
fun.
having us here,
Welcome,
giving us the
guys.
Um,
opportunity to have some fun and laugh.
Screw Dead
because the thing
Cops.
is, people find it difficult when we both are in the same channel. So I think we managed it pretty well.
Good job to
Okay,
you
guys,
two
both.
people,
Yeah.
two
have a good
people who love to argue, who love to overanalyze the game.
yeah, yeah,
What can be better?
yeah.
Perfect,
That too fighting for
guys.
bandwidth.
Yeah,